Welcome back to Jasili Games. I am the Dungeon Master Jasili, and we are doing the Call of the Netherdeep module here. And today we are following once again the B team and the Netherdeep cuts. I'll let the players introduce themselves.
Hello. My name is Hunter, and today we are playing Dudu Podoa, the druid of the Circle of the Land.
Hi, I'm Aaron. Today we're going to play Aljin. Hopefully, we'll see how the voice goes.
Hey, I am Matt. I am the person speaking now, and I'll be playing Trixie, the samurai fighter.
Excellent. Still don't have player cards for them yet, but I think we'll get them soon, depending on how a bunch of things happen next. But to recap last episode, we continued following the B team with Aljin having left his friends to travel halfway around the globe, only to arrive to the city of Ank'harel after his friends had already gotten there. Although that was unbeknownst to him, he teamed up with Dudu and Trixie, and after returning to Ank'harel, haunted by the touch of the vermillion corruption that is related somehow to ruidium, the red crystal named after the mysterious moon, they started investigating for the allegiance of Alsight, prompted by the Professor Prolix Yusuf, and then going to the Life Dome to search for rumors down into the ruins below the city called Kael'maro, and there they were attacked by some invisible monsters, and upon returning to the Crystal Chateau, they were ambushed by the Professor Tiefling Prolix, thinking that he had been framed somehow for the attack and that there's something else going on in a very paranoid state. They went down to the Omnivore Library to track the various records and ledgers belonging to the expedition into the Kael'maro, and with the help of bookkeeper Kime, they managed to find a paper trail that left behind by Limley Wist, whose sloppy paperwork and modified memories left a trail of evidence that all pointed to them belonging to the Sentinels of Memory, and perhaps working with the Consortium of Vermillion Dreams. The team then brought these witnesses and paperwork to the headmaster Greece Alcritos, which let them collect their third and final faux badge and allowed them to go and confront Limley Wist in her office. They burst in with a knock spell, and after a quick badgering of the witness, the professor tried to flee out of her window, but was quickly thwarted after having a snake thrown at her. She tried to take everyone out in a fiery blast, but only knocked Aljin unconscious. They were finally giving real badges to the Allegiance of Alsight, having successfully found out a double agent within the ranks, and were told there would be more jobs for them in the future, while the team looked ahead towards the upcoming grand tournament, perhaps hoping to earn a boon to be granted by Jaman Sa'ord to the winner of the whole thing. But first, they have a meeting with a wizard at midnight, and they return to Solomon's magnificent shop to perform a ritual. Aljin, in a desperate attempt to find his friends, believing them to be alive somewhere still. With scry attempts already having failed earlier in the day by Solomon himself, the wizard recommended a strange ritual, an attempt to astrally project Aljin and his friends into whatever realm or plane of existence that his other team, Morgen, Saeryn, and Ludo, and some guy named Mox that Aljin hopes he had been worth the coin, perhaps, to find wherever they are. So we will continue right then and there as the team makes their final preparations or asks their final questions here in the wizard's shop, which I will take you to. No.
Be clear, he remembers Mox, but he doesn't even care. He was just a hired hand, just for assumingly one job, and that was it.
And you're like, well, apparently that wasn't fucking worth it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, he got, one job, then he gets teleported halfway across the world. What is he going to do? Leave? At this point, he's tied to him for a minute.
Love it.
Anyway.
So, Solomon, the wizard, looks at all of you here in front of this bubbling cauldron. His dragon wings sprout out as he's getting ready to perform a magnificent arcane ritual. And he says, questions, concerns, first time?
This would be the first time for me. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not too sure because I'm pretty tired and beat up at this point. I didn't think we were gonna go anywhere. I thought it was gonna be more of a sort of vision, I guess. Are we going like? How does this work?
You will be able to be projected into the astral plane. The material body you leave behind will be unconscious and in a state of suspended animation. It won't need any food or air. You won't age in the whole time that you're gone. But you will have a astral body that will replicate you in every way possible. The only difference is there will be some sort of a people call it like a cord that helps bind you to this material plane. But in that form, you will be able to. It will be a pretty renewed, fresh form.
Oh, okay.
The astral
I guess
sea
that sounds good.
is pretty fraught with, it's kind of exists in between the realms. And, like, he's like gesturing with like his fingers as if like it makes like it's just like a nebulous tangle. Is like how he's like kind of like performing it, and it's like kind of like what seeps in between all the other planes, and it's kind of like a weird spaghetti. If time is a weird soup, then the astral sea is like a weird spaghetti. Yeah, I've heard that once.
Like the grout between bricks, sort of like that.
Yeah, very apt. Do you two have any questions? And he looks at Trixie and Dudu.
Do you have any more arrows?
But yes. Here, you'll restock with as many as you need.
She just runs around, stocks up on arrows.
Yeah, and I'll
This
say
is
you
the
can get
only
like
thing
up to
she's
like
ever said to
30
him.
more you can add up.
I can't carry that many.
Okay.
I think it was the only word she's ever said to that man.
He says,
Do
well,
you have arrows?
we'll have to, I'm not normally an arrow shop. We'll have to figure something out.
It's like she doesn't have any use for a magic shop. She needs arrows.
But what about you, young Ashari?
I do have one question. When the time comes for it, how do we get back?
Well, I will try and be able to maintain communication. I can try and send regular messages at like regular intervals, and you can let me know when to dismiss it, or when you are willing, you can use your willpower to actively dismiss the effect on you, and you will return to your physical body. But if anything was to knock you unconscious, lower your willpower to fight, you spell will end on you as well, and you will be ejected back to your physical body. So if you are under any moments of duress, it is paramount that you do not let yourself go down. Otherwise, you will be completely useless for your party for whatever trouble that they remain in.
Okay. Well, at least it's good to know that we won't just. I sort of had the bad thought of that you would die, or not die, but your soul would just be ripped from your body and be spiraling in the astral sea forever. So that's actually kind of a perk.
There are beasts that can do that,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
hopefully, we're not going anywhere near, whatever you're looking for should hopefully not be near anything like that. The dreadnoughts are guardians of places you shouldn't go.
Well, excellent. I think we're all set. Did everybody get what they needed? Trixie, you have arrows?
Oh yeah, I've got some now. We're good. I'm ready to shoot all of the things in. Sounds like we're going to space.
Kinda, yeah. It's a very there's a lot of space in between places, and it's basically the place of the stars.
Is there a moon there? Trixie, you might be able to shoot a moon now.
You shut your mouth if it's not true.
Oh.
Is there a moon there?
Maybe not that you would know it on Exandria, but I guess it depends on where you go. Remember, there are many different planes and many different. There's all sorts of chaos out there, and where you're going, I have no idea what you're about to get into.
A moon of possibility.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, I mean, what happens if they're still on Exandria? We wouldn't be going anywhere too off-world then. It would be just or plane.
Yeah, that was it. Like you mentioned, and like you had gotten a description earlier before I brought this, and my attempts at scrying, locating any sort of divination and other sorts of magic that exists. Like it feels like anytime I've tried to hunt for something that is in a not maybe quite the astral plane, but maybe one of the sub realms, or sort of pocket dimension of its own. But you said you have connection to them here, and you have that feather that you produced before.
Yeah.
And he says, "What is there anything else about the party that you think there's connection to, that anyone can all three of you can help find a thread to find the people you're looking for?"
I don't. These two have never met the people I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that feather is the big.
Is there any other sort of like similar gods worshipped? Is there any sort of native origins, or anything?
Yeah, there's a few gods worshipped. There was the let's see, let's see. I'm trying to think. Ludo was the moon weaver in Avandra. He did too,
the
didn't he?
Changebringer, no.
Or was he just the Changebringer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Saeryn is also the Changebringer.
The Changebringer, and then Morgen is the matron.
Yeah, with the book of Ank'harel on that verdant tome.
Yep. Which I don't really know that, but I knew the matron basically. So out of formatted or told them about those, the two I knew.
Yeah, I think you've known about the Ank'harel.
Okay. I don't know. I guess that's up to Morgen.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if Morgen would Morgen have ever shared that in the time with Aljin?
I feel like maybe in the wee morning hours of a day, she might have, mentioned or glossed over it.
If it was glossed over, he would not have picked it up. He knew the matron because everything was you have a raven. You gave me a raven feather. It was very much out there and blatant for me to pick up on. Krellon, if it was like even a little bit of subterfuge, he would have not even noticed.
Yeah.
Tell you right now.
Yeah.
I would also say too about her appearance as well. That book is the only thing that has color on her.
Yeah.
Everything else is like black and gray, and
everything's screaming the Raven Queen, matron of ravens.
Yeah, because pretty much like the only thing is like when you saw that book earlier in the day in that one the library that Dudu had that connection with, and you're like, wait, was that Morgan's book? No, that was a completely different color.
Which I would assume it was the magic that she dealt with.
Fair enough.
So I let them know that.
Fair enough. Who are so all the party, and you pretty much like tell them who the party are though, like Morgan, this person, Saeryn, the luck wizard, and then Ludo. So he's like, connection to the Feywild's not really much to go off of, and he looks at Trixie. I mean, it would take a lot of luck to be able to hone in on these few, but it's worth a shot.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can just come back here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I guess now is as good as time as ever. Let's take advantage of the Raven's Hour. So you all begin to take the time, and he says, so I'm gonna need some ingredients, and he starts taking out the cauldron, and he fills it with like all sorts of various like liquids and powders and various ingredients. And he says, so the first step of astral projection, you need Jessink for every person, and he pulls out these like large gems that he throws into bubbling into the cauldron. And then he says, next you need a carved bar of silver. And then he produces 3 of them, like these long rods that he like puts in like a small crucible in his hand, that he starts to like, he casts a 7th level heat metal on it to like instant melt it down into a molten liquid. And he starts pouring it down into the bubbling cauldron, and they start spooling out like different threads. He reaches up with the mage hand and splashes it towards you all as the threads connect to the 3 of you. And he says, all right, get ready. And he yanks down and pulls all 3 of you forward, and you just feel your souls, your astral projections leave your body and splash down into the cauldron. And you find yourselves teleported.
The music's too good. Sorry, I was just really enjoying that.
Yeah, I'm giving a very
kinda
pregnant
vibing that.
pause for a reason.
Yeah, it was, jeez.
I'm like really
so
trying to
good.
time it out well. You find
Yeah.
yourself splash dash in the middle of an astral sea around you. Spectral mountains and bones and glittering paths form out with constellations forming the very stepping stones. And you feel like the swirling tide of the seas of the astral vibe all around you. And I think Dudu, you feel kind of at home. For the, like, I don't know, some strange comfort. Aljin, you feel like you are awash in the middle of the ocean. And
Takes a minute.
yeah,
Like,
Trixie.
takes a minute to like hold up, yeah.
I mean, this was pretty fantastic. And you all just feel the astral madness wash over you. You feel gravity starting to like try and take hold of you and sink you down onto surfaces that are somehow suspended in middle of the air. And you look in every direction, and there's just a starry, vast expanse swirling out in every direction. And without this small silver tendril, this thread that is pulling out from, like, you see it behind all the others in your party. It trails out from the middle of like the shoulder blades in the back into like a foot behind them, and then it vanishes as it radiates off into the ether.
I
Wow,
don't know if I told anyone this, but my ancestors are from here.
Oh, really? That's, I mean, that's neat. It's very crazy up here. And he's like, sort of like trying to maneuver, but he's just sort of spinning a little bit, trying to get his balance. And then he like figures it out. Like it's a little like swimming. He like figures it out. He's like, oh, there we go. How did that? Because I feel a little weird. It's a little uppy downy here, I guess.
Yes. So you're all feeling this weight and like this area try and take control over all of you. I'm gonna need everyone to go ahead and give me what would be a spellcasting modifier roll. Trixie, you can make it a wisdom saving throw.
Thank goodness.
So let's see.
Did you say wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go this one.
So just using
Yeah,
a spell modifier.
yeah, basically big spell attack roll.
Okay, so it would be. Let's see, what is that? +5.
Because that'd be the same as like your saving throw and whatever spell casting.
I actually don't know if it's because I'm
Oh yeah, it'd be a charisma
it'd be
saving
con-
throw, and then for Dudu it'd be a wisdom. Yeah, saving
Oh,
throw.
you want me to do charisma? I mean, charisma saving throw is a little higher than my spellcast modifier.
Yeah, I meant like spell attack. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Whatever,
let me
with
just do
proficiency,
slash
highest one.
R. Oh, that'd be okay. I can do charisma save. That's +8 for charisma
Yeah.
save.
You see the arcana nature of you all that, so you have a spell casting is like gives you kind of a benefit to you can finally exert control. Like you still kind of have to like land and walk and like hop around on these like small stepping stones, as you see like these like things like almost as if they're suspended in clouds as it kind of like swirls and like everything gently moves about you as if you're adrift in the middle of the ocean. But like if you need to like lose a little bit of gravity and like jump up and sail a little bit of distance, you're like able to all realize you're able to exert that control over it.
Okay, how do we know where we're going now? Dude, you said you were kind of, sort of, genetically from here, or ancestral from here, I guess.
Yeah, I am an astral elf, and my ancestors are from here, but I've only heard stories. I've never quite been here myself. This is quite interesting and very spiritually uplifting for me. Um, Perhaps we should. Do you have that raven feather with you?
I didn't give it to. Well, I don't think I gave it to Simon.
And you see it's like there, like in your hand,
Yeah.
as you look for it, and
Cool.
it's,
Yeah, right here. He just holds it up, and it's still has that black, shimmer to it. It's sort of like, right here.
Perhaps you should will the feather towards its location. Maybe that is the key to finding where to go.
Oh, okay. Let me see. And thinking of like how things work in the actual sea, he's like, and he puts his hands together and sort of puddles, a little bit of water in his hands, and floats the feather in there to see if he can sort of like makeshift compass here. Not too
yeah,
sure, but then like thinks of Morgan
yeah,
as he like tries to get it to move.
like a compass, like a pointing
Yeah,
towards like a
yellow go.
lodestone. And it like takes a minute as it swirls around, pointing to a infinite number of possibilities and branching pathways before that connection, that will, that bond that you had, that coven, that covenant pact that you had made with Morgan, and it points you, steers you in the direction. And as you peer and you look out into the astral sea, it's almost as if like rising out of the astral sea, a mast, a point of a ship. A path has opened up before you.
All right, I think we should start heading that way. And he points toward that mass. He goes, let's see how far we can get here, and hopefully run into nothing that wants to eat our souls.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds the best, actually.
Yeah, all right. You all begin making your way over there, and as you think about it, before you even need to move at all or will yourself in a direction, you find yourself once jutted in a direction, and it feels like not that you move, but as if the world moves behind you. And now you're out of the blue astral sea, and you land on that mast, that point of the ship. But now everything has a red cascade of vermilion glow beginning to it, and you feel a vermilion influence starting to take shape over the form of the astral sea here. But Dudu, I think your eyes, with your keen perception, you notice one thing: a key a blazing teal, like aquamarine color shining, almost like in spite of the vermillion around it.
If this were a game of I Spy, I think I would spy this key over here. Is this like the mast? Is it like a walkable surface?
As the branching like log like breaks off, it appears like almost like still water, and you can almost see the lines of the planks, but then you see movement swirling underneath, these spectral red outlines of sharks swirling about in the water. And you see that there is somehow water here. A heavier substance that has taken on a tangible liquid form has filled into the void here that is made by this ghostly ship that has appeared. And there are some creatures working beneath. Although it might just be your brains have approximated the shape of a circling shark to best try and approximate an understanding of what is there.
Well, perhaps this is the way forward then. And I think Dudu would try and make their way towards the...
Excellent. To get over there, you'd either have to make a pretty large jump that would require some amount of acrobatics, or some form of it would be just a straight wisdom modifier roll to exert your will over this space, or if you have any, magic, funk, or special cool stuff about it that you also want to do.
I would like to have Dudu tap into their natural connection with this plane and do their starlight step.
I mean, that's about as poignant as that gets, huh?
Gets them pretty close, but actually just try.
All right, so I'll say go ahead and make a acrobatics or a dexterity saving throw to try and catch yourself onto that ledge before you splash down. All right, you're able to kind of jump off of the log point there that's standing in the water, and as you see the on the map now, almost swimming in a counterpoint to the direction of the other sharks, another prey waiting for you to slip up.
Yeah. That shark animation's great. So good.
Just waiting for you.
Just waiting.
The imminent threat has gone up, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, but dude, you are standing on that platform. Do you wait for everyone else to come over?
Yeah, I'll probably just reposition myself on a more stable ground.
Yeah, and you see there's these floating planks here that could lead out to a way, and someone, if you could do a monk run across, someone could probably get there over there real fast. But Aljin, you start moving yourself up, and you see that threat of prey as Dudu successfully makes it.
Jeez. I was kind of hoping Trixie would go first, get over there first. I can get over there. I just was hoping Trixie had a way over before I decided to do what I did. Trixie, you want to go next? Are you have an idea?
Trixie's having too much fun.
Yeah.
She rolled way too high and has not been paying attention.
Okay, great.
But the second you mention her name, she's like, "Oh, okay, sure," and just will start trying to will herself over towards where Dudu went.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and make that another wisdom saving throw. Awesome, and then make a acrobatics check about it with advantage. All right, so you go and do a little boundful leap, and you feel yourself kind of making that distance, although it's going to be a little bit of a messy landing. unless you have anything to do about it.
No, I don't think she's paying. She's too excited about flying.
Oh yeah, and it's like you make the distance, but it's like the landing when you go to land on the ledge, your feet hit a little bit harder, and you go to rebound and land backwards. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is going to be 16. All right, 18 on the dice, 22 with your bonus. Easy enough. How do you flourish as you land?
I think she hits backwards and just begins to roll, and then springs back up and then skids to a halt for a little bit.
Awesome. Landing getting a little crowded here, but Vinny, you see that there? I'll see you can cut me off to the side, but you're kind of hanging on. It's like a not quite 10 feet around, like a 7 foot wide, spot of land and approximate, whatever. It makes sense. All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's the fucking Astral Sea. It's weird.
Yeah. All right, with them over there, I mean, I was going to try to will myself over, but I do not trust my dice whatsoever right now. So I'll just do the sure thing and spend. That's a big spell slot, though. I spend a 3rd level spell on that. Let's see. Can I do this? I can't do that to myself. That is not to me. No, let's just do it. Let's just. Oh, man, no, because I have like no hit points right now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
sorry y'all. It's you all do long rest. You have full stat sheets while you're here. It's
Excellent.
my bad. I forgot to explicitly mention that. As you all appear in the astral form, it's basically in a full renewed vigorated body.
Astral body.
Yeah.
Do you want us to keep track of where we were before we left here? Or...
You can, but
Okay.
It's we'll say you have a feeling that unless things go really bad really fast, like you should be asleep long enough for a trance rest to happen on the other side. But I guess just go ahead and mark if you didn't hit it already.
Yeah, that does change everything because now I can be a little more reckless. I'll get to the very edge here, and okay, I'm just gonna take a few steps back and make a running jump to see if I can just will myself over there, sort of like see if I can make the leap. It's gonna be a mess. I already know it's gonna be a mess, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah. Yep. Just gonna try to make the jump.
It's a game changer. All right, go ahead and make it a charisma roll, basically. Straight charisma.
Straight charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. 13. Not great, not terrible.
All right, so it's a little bit of like a rough. You go to make that like jump, so make that acrobatics roll as you try and like jump yourself and make that distance.
Oh yeah, +1. This is gonna go great. It's just a 13. this all 13s today.
All right, so that's going to have to be a DC 16 dexterity saving throws. You go ahead and land a little bit short. We'll see if Finn has anything to do about it. Then we'll go to anyone else's reactions.
Let me make. I'll make it first and then decide what the next plan is. Okay, that's a 4.
All right, you both see Finn's about to go into the drink. What are you doing, Finian? You go to make the landing, and like instead of like Trixie, who landed like a little bit too hard, too much, you're just a little short. Like you're like, oh, the water's fine. It's not gonna hurt me. And then
water.
like then you see the shark come, like that form, that shadow underneath the surface. Whatever that is there waiting for you.
Okay, so I see it coming down. Like I'm jumping, I'm like, I'm gonna make it, and I like go down. I see it, and I just pull out ice knife and chuck ice knife at it. But that's not the real purpose. I'm using ice knife. I'm throwing the ice knife at the water, at the monster, just so I can use my bonus action to fly myself 10 feet up and over.
Amazing.
Using I don't remember the name of that feature now. That's not it. I'll get it here in a second. Anyway, Heart of the Sea, blah 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 blah. Storm Guide. Storm Guide. That's right.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not even it. Man, I'm not.
So
I don't
many
know this
features.
character sheet. I don't know this character sheet. But yeah, I can. After I cast a spell, I can use a bonus action to move myself 10 feet in any direction without causing a attack of opportunity.
Yeah. And is it a roll to hit against a creature? I know it doesn't matter,
It
but
is.
go ahead and roll
It
to
is.
hit.
Where were you at before 21?
Awesome. And you feel that makes that connection, and that gives you like the surface to like impact against. And you see the thing pauses, and it stops in its place, and then the shadow disappears. How's that burst of ice that blows in the water? It creates like a small surface, so it's burst of momentum for you to come up with. But in its place, jumping out of the water, creature submerges. Spectrally tendrils, a mouth full of teeth, and eyes red, vermillion eking out from underneath it, and it gives out a ghastly visions. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, all three of you.
I'm real sorry, guys. I think I made it mad.
As it fills your mind.
Oh, I'm doing well here.
21.
All right,
9.
Trixie and Aljin, you are both frightened of this creature. And yeah, it's these haunting echoes. This is a warped nightmare. This isn't a dreamscape anymore. This is a very real threat, and things here are very, very scary. What are you doing?
Bad trip, bad trip.
I'll say this thing's not very fast, or actually, give it a roll.
Is it coming out of the water now?
Yeah, it's pretty
Like,
much
is it-
coming up out of the surface, and it's like it
that's-
has everyone in its eyes. I'm giving you all a chance to do something about it.
I don't like that. I don't like that, guys. We should go quickly. Sort of just waiting for you guys to decide what to do, because I can get two of you out of here pretty quick if you want. Like 120 feet away. That leaves me stuck though.
Yeah, why'd you get out of here?
Okay, let's grab the key and go.
You grab the key.
All right,
And-
who's grabbing the key?
I think Dudu would.
All right, and then how are the two of you getting out of here?
So when Dudu grabs the key, it's going to take a couple rounds, but I can get them away using the vortex warp. I can twin a I think it's a single creature, so I can twin a vortex warp and get them at least out of the range of it for a time being. And I'm sort of hoping they can cover me as I try to get away.
All right,
This is my plan.
awesome. So Dudu, you're gonna go reach for the key. Are you gonna do anything about reaching for the key? Do you have anything you're adding on it, or are you just gonna try and grab it out?
I think I'm just gonna try and grab it first.
All right, and then Trixie. This is all happening simultaneously.
Trixie wants to get the heck out of here.
So you're just pretty much
It will-
waiting for everything
Yeah,
to
just-
go.
Yeah, if Aljin says something about getting everyone out of here, then Trixie will be like, okay, waiting for you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because you're pretty frightened right now, and Aljin, you're scared, and your instinct is telling you to flee, but you know to get your friends out first. So, Dudu, go ahead and give me... This is going to make it a spell attack roll, like a melee spell attack roll against the key.
14.
All right, you go to reach out, and you're exerting your power over it, and you're trying to grab it out in this ethereal astral space. It holds fast, but you feel a voice in your head, and it says, "Oh, you already found the key, darling. Now all you need to do is unlock that book and start collecting. Good job." But it's not going to come out this time, this immediate attempt. As that's happening, Aljin, you're waiting for that to happen, and you see Dudu struggling with it still.
Okay, if we didn't, because we're sort of getting that key is sort of at this point a thing that we want to do. So I'm gonna have to shift to something else, not knowing if the key was out, then I was going to get them out of there. At least they're out of there, and I could figure out myself later on. But now it's different. All right, I'm just gonna look at it at this point. Still terrified of it. I'm just gonna spin, realize that that's not happening. Man, there's two things I can do: try to freeze the monster, or try to help you with the key. All right, what's more important, the key right now or the monster? Quick! The thing wants to eat us, I think.
All right, it's hitting out at you with an ensnaring shriek. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna get dealt 10 psychic damage as the shriek fills your mind, and you make can't get really pulled any closer to it, so no need to make a charisma saving throw, as it has you right now in front of its maw. It doesn't even physically attack you.
Man, that was a 4 on the dice.
Yeah, so it's pretty much gonna make you come in, and
yep.
It is going to go ahead and Dudu, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. All right, this thing tries to engulf you in your worst fears, a miasma of terror and just what Dudu is the most afraid of, either externally or internally, whatever that looks and feels like, and it tries to overtake you mentally with that, and you're able to fight it off. You're able to succeed. I want you to go ahead and make another spell attack roll to get that key out. All right, 22. You see it pulled free, because I say we're about to get into initiative if that didn't work right now. All right, Finn, you were holding your action?
Yeah, I will twin vortex warp.
You feel the pull of the feather pulling them towards the grove of what appears to be roots of trees to the north. A druidic vibe comes from that direction.
Okay, and I'll use vortex warp. I just tell them you're heading this way, guys, because I can only get them out at this point. I can get out later in the next turn if I don't absolutely get messed up, but I can vortex warp them up using the twinned with that. It's all right, guys, you're gonna get pulled up. It's gonna feel like water. Just let it go, and then cast a shimmer of water spins around them and encases them. As long as they fail the save, they'll get teleported up. Let me see how many feet. I'll probably send them as far as I could, because I'm not knowing the swim speed of this thing. 90 feet north.
Yeah, you pretty much would go up over to past the edge of the map.
Yeah, send them up that way.
All right, and
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, good. All right, so you two get bamfed up over there, away. So we'll get back to you both in a second. As you did that, this thing's going to go ahead and make another ensnaring shriek at you.
That's fine.
It's 12 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And it's going to give it an engulfing nightmare on you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm great at those. +1. Hey!
Ooh. So I was about to ask you what Aljin's biggest fears, a miasma of your worst fears, looks and feels like, but you are able to bat that away because your fears have been destroyed because you got your friends out of harm's way. So you already conquered your fear.
Cool. That's great.
All
Like,
right.
all right, they're safe. And then like it feels like a warm wash over me, thinking of if I save these friends, maybe my other ones are still available to save.
All right, so you see this thing rearing up, like about to pull you into initiative, but you have one more moment to act. This chance that wisdom save. You're no longer frightened of it. That critical save so that you already automatically succeed on that as well. So you're no longer frightened of it. You have a clarity of mind. How are you getting yourself out of here?
Thunderstep.
Beautiful.
Just gonna cast all the spells to teleport away.
Con save?
It's a con 17 save, but that's not the point. The point is 90 feet of 90 feet of teleportation to like here.
And you see this dream world where you will it to be. This thunder, this lightning damage erupts in a bolt and doubles in against this creature in this space because you willed it to. As you make your hasty escape.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It takes the 16 points of thunder damage, but since Heart of the Storm, it also takes an extra 4 points of thunder damage this turn.
Yeah.
So just because it takes 20 points of thunder damage, because that's my whole flavor.
No, and you see that fucked it up because it gave it away as it tries to chase, but it can no longer exit out of this space that had been the key that was signing there, even though there's a glowing beacon of what was once there. In your inventory, do add teal key, dream key. Key I found in a dream.
Yeah, found a dream. All right, so I do really stupid stuff, I guess, when I don't think I can die, because I don't know. That was just all in all bad. I'm really hurt. I got hit hard twice. All right, so moving on, I guess.
All right. As you all bound through into the next space, you feel once again the space lurch beneath you as you all end up far into the north. Boughs of the tops of the trees towering over in this astral space. A large bridge broken, floating off into infinity. A large molten shell of a creature, but there, almost like a spilling out from a unknown source further beyond. These large coins that have almost like this emerald kind of a familiar color due to you feel it resonate with the key, and you know this to be like the magic of Ank'harel, the Archheart, guiding you forward.
I think we're getting closer. Those little coin things that are floating in the sky are connected to the key. I feel it. We should proceed, but perhaps with a bit of caution. Here. And then I'm gonna start concentration on a spell.
I feel like that was a very pointed at Aljin.
Yeah,
With caution,
absolutely.
and just
With
like
caution.
looked at him.
Makes sense.
Pass without a trace. You feel the astral sea begin to obscure and hide you because Dudu has willed it as such. How is Trixie doing? Say everyone go ahead, roll your stealth rolls whenever you go to stealth forward.
I mean, Trixie's still frightened of that thing they just saw. Was having fun, and now the fun dream has turned into nightmare time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What kind of roll did you want?
Go ahead. You guys be making stealth if you're going forward with stealth, and then you can make another wisdom to pass into frightened, or at your own last wish whenever you want that to end.
I didn't do so well in stealth, but the wisdom save is fine.
Well, it's a 17 because we got passed without a trace. I have a 13.
All right, but Dudu with the 27 at the top.
Oh,
How
she's
would
from
you
here.
all like to? Yeah, how Dudu, how would you like to help this team progress forward in this space?
Oh, I think that, like, kind of, especially with this stealth and having roots from this plane, due to sort of kind of like, it appears as though they've kind of melded with the like natural terrain of this area, and is just kind of like trying to push forward. I assumed that I would probably like try and like lead on as well,
Mm-hmm.
make sure there's no like false footings, no like traps to be triggered or anything, or creatures waiting in ambush.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival with advantage roll. As you feel the confidence and the familiarity in your bones, in your body, as this space now is like almost the second nature is starting to come to you, and you realize if you wish it, you all can just like gently jump down in a few steps off these like floating beams there. They'll easily be able to support you in this weird space, and on from there it's just merely a leap of faith towards the coins, completely surpassing whatever creature approximation, that molten shell of vermillion that is waiting there in between you. You almost feel like you have like a shortcut. You can just jump around it.
Rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say, do you all trust in Dudu and follow?
I mean, at this point,
Oh yeah.
your ideas are better than any of ours.
All right. I mean, as we all know, the episode title's probably already been determined. A dream is a wish that your heart makes. So if you want to get around this, you all easily can. All it takes is just a little bit of believing. And Dudu, with our chart guiding your way forward, you feel that that is a very easy thing to do. And there's no trap or trigger or roll. It is you are able to easily make that path forward. And you follow on towards the next part. As you come spilling out on the other side of these vermilion, or these emerald coins floating in this space, the scene changes. It moves in front of you, and now you see in front of you something even more ridiculous. A large bag stitched together with a eye coming almost a small vermilion pinkish glow with these emerald coins spilling forth from it. And it's just the eyes, they all regard and look at you, and they're just like, oh, hey, goes there, how you doing?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, not normally I dream a bunch of little tiny ants in here.
Are you saying that this place is from your dreams?
Well, seems to me that the astral sea always kind of is a little bit of everyone's dreams kind of exist here partially. Nice to meet you, by the way. You can just call me Boba.
Nice to meet you, Boba. My name is Dudu.
Yeah, I mean, technically the full name is Bag of Beholden, but you can just call me Boba for sure. Yeah, you know, whenever a beholder dreams of something and like it kind of creates another beholder. When a beholder dreams of another beholder with a bag of holding, this is what you get. And now I, exist in the astral space between all bags of holding.
So, Boba, what do you know about this? And then I would show them the key that we have.
That explains these coins of Krell that come spilling out of me. I was wondering where they're all coming from. See, all bags of holding, they exist in the Astral Plane just a little bit, so all tether connection, there must be something there that's, pulling this forth, or pulling you towards it.
So if I were to use this key here, how would I do that?
Well, that key, gotta find a lock somewhere.
I don't like the way you said that. That seems very scary. Gross.
Well, I don't know much about, locks and keys. But, it seems, there seems to be some tether connection pulling you all forward. Is there anything you're seeking?
Some friends? These coins actually remind me of one of them. He sort of is a lucky guy, and these clovers sort of remind me of that.
A lucky guy, you say? They don't happen to have a bag of hold, do they?
I think kind of. He sort of he kind of argues with. Have I seen that? I've seen that. He had that before we left.
Yeah, that was.
The bag of scolding has been around
The
a
bag of
minute.
scolding, yeah, it's been around. Yeah, he has one, but he kind of talks to it.
Oh.
We can't hear it, but he talks to it.
Hey, talking bag of holding. That kind of reminds me of a cousin I know.
Oh yeah.
I could probably
Or
get you in
cousins.
touch with them if let you take a peek in and see if that helps get you anywhere.
I mean, that would be great if that's possible.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to help.
How does that work?
Oh, I'm like one of the eye stalks kind of move forward and point towards down the goal. He's like, I think you have to go out.
Go which way?
Go in. And he's pointing towards
and-
it's the fluttering opening, kind of flutters like a mouth in the astral sea. There's all these Corellon coins, kind of almost like stepping stones, guide your path upwards.
Hey, dude, do you know what an anglerfish is? It's a
I
fish
don't-
that has a light on the end of its a big eye stalk, and it lures other fish close to him and it eats them.
I don't
Oh,
believe
they
I've
make those
ever
into
seen
fish
one of
too?
Yeah. It kind of gives me that vibe. How do we know this guy's is not trying to eat us?
If you could, anyone make an insight check?
Absolutely. It's not gonna be good because 21. Okay, I'm wasting my 21s on things that don't require okay.
I know. I feel like this requires it. I don't want to get
Yeah,
eaten.
I don't want to get eaten. Yeah.
Honestly, it seems pretty honest. I mean, hey, would you ever not trust a guy with his voice? Come on. But it's almost like it was like that leap of faith that you just took before, you're not getting any bad vibes from it.
Okay.
You're starting to worry now. You came here looking for Morgen, and you're stuck in the weird dream space in the astral sea.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like the insight is not the creature in front of you. You're not getting any negative vibes from. It all checks out logically. When you think about it.
Absolutely.
Beholder,
Dreams
bag of
make sense.
beholding, all bags of holding in the astral sea are connected. So why would this not get you to where you're needing to go?
Yeah, the coins that are very much lucky, looking like luck coins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your cousin's name? Did you say it? I might have missed it.
Yeah, my cousin, his name is Boss.
Boss?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Bosco.
It's the big from Hill. It's
Yeah,
Dante's Bosco.
Yeah.
I think I heard him.
Yep. Nope. We're the series continues. Bag of scolding, bag of folding, bag of beholding. How many deep can we go?
All right.
I was.
I believe there's gonna be a whole D&D party of these things.
I was particularly proud of this
D&D
one.
party of bags.
Uh-huh.
Sentient bags on people's hips.
Mhm.
All right, and we're gonna trust you here, but please don't eat me.
Yeah, with that crit, it's up to your faith. So you can all easily will yourself through this space. You've learned how to maneuver in this area now. It is very easy. Oh my god, I almost forgot the popcorn I made. Let's start eating my popcorn. You guys need to start talking more. I need a snack.
20 minutes of Jack's ASMR.
Mhm.
Popcorn eating ASMR.
Mhm.
All right, let's just move through here, and hopefully it goes to somewhere that's not the inside of this person's stomach. And I guess Aljin will start moving that way.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Say, now that Trixie's getting her bearings, how does she feel about all of this?
Talking bags are kind of my thing. I'm all right with this.
Mm-hmm. It kind of has that almost Fey logic to it when you think
Yeah,
about it.
this totally makes sense. The bag has a mouth. It has an opening. So it talks. Same way I do. Same way Aljin does.
But people usually don't go into my mouth to find things.
That's only because you're too small. If you come back to where I live, there are lots of little people who'd be willing to go inside you to find things. And if we do, we should definitely hide things in you to give them something to find.
No, I don't think that's how the thing works.
Well, they're gonna check anyway. You might as well give them something to find so they leave faster.
Not without consent.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Not in the Fae?
I mean,
The Fae doesn't have consent?
no, they do. You just, you usually have to make like a little contract or verbal handshake agreement, and sometimes you may not know that you're doing that. But that's,
Oh.
that's just, you should know that you're in the Fae realm.
And that's how warlocks are made.
No, it's how thralls are made. Warlocks get stipulations.
Oh.
And you all
Just remember, if
gently
someone asks for your name, say no.
have this conversation as you gently float down through this ethereal space into what looks like the inside of a bag of holding. And actually, got dice, you got spell bottles, there's a candle that was found once, a spell scroll, books. This is actually as close to what Saeryn's bag of holding actually looks like.
Some cards down here. I can't imagine Saeryn doesn't have a deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Shovel's a little weird. But
you're here and you found this tether, this space, and you hear a sending in your head reach you, Aljin. Actually, I'm gonna roll this above table. All right, checking. 1, 2, 3, making sure you are still alive and have survived. What do you see? What's happening? Did it work? Do I need to pull you out? You can respond to the.
We're alive.
Donuts.
Sorry. We're alive. All's fine. Kind of. Went inside giant bag of holding. Now in pocket dimension, I think. I think this spell takes 25 words. That was it. That was 25.
Yep. Oh, beautiful. And
That was me telling them, pretty much telling them, oh, 25, this is the spell that takes 25 words. As they're looking at me, I'm like, what?
and you feel now a tether to your old party. You found their bag, at least. You found Saeryn's bag, something here that is connecting you. You just need to you're just worrying about what's like the vermillion, the beholder, that you just walked into the mouth of, like the dream sphere. Like, what is Aljin worrying about is happening to Morgen?
Well, it's the party at this point. I mean, he knows he's close at this point with them, not knowing anything else. He's seen the vermillion. He's sort of seen that. He still, I mean, at this point, it's confirmed he found at least part of the party, and or bodies. I don't know. That's a good question, because he was told they were dead. He's just sort of on a hope that they're not, and it's that like feeling of, you know, he's run from a lot. He's run from his group, his people, his tribe, his responsibility, and he found this group that he enjoyed being with. He thought he was going to put that behind him. Then when he heard his grandma was sick, it's sort of like it's thrown him in like a little bit of a loop right now of everything. He's just concerned about them as family, to him too. Like, he left a family for a family at this point, and it's sort of wearing on him that something bad could be happening, but not knowing what happened is hard. So just a concern for everybody.
Yeah, it's like living in like a waking nightmare.
Yep.
All right, how does Dudu and Trixie feel as they land in this space?
I think Dudu is just very like awestruck. Like, on one hand, it's like they can't believe like this is happening, and then on the other hand, it's like it feels so familiar at the same time. Just kind of feeling a sense of home in a way.
Trixie is annoyed with the incredibly large book that she's found, as well as the number of very large, obvious scrolls. Who reads this much?
Like, who's that big?
No, she knows people this big. Who reads this much?
Amazing. And you're all in this space, and you're thinking about the astral sea, and I guess Dudus might be like a new like the dream realm of the astral sphere. And Trixie, you have that, you know, the Fey realm has its dark side, and you know, the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court. We all know the opposite of a dream is a nightmare. And after a long time searching, they finally found you. An eye pops out, pushes you all aside, and it peeks through, rips itself into the space here in this astral bag of holding, and it says, "More people feed to the nightmare." And you all feel yourselves pulled and ripped through into yet another space.
What an acid trip.
Not
This
again!
whole thing is.
This reminds me of the time I rented out Whispers for mushrooms.
Whispers.
As you all find yourselves now in almost like a liminal space, a 3D, 4D mindfuck. Basically, everywhere you look, it's just everything is weird, up and down, hard to see and make out. I know the lighting is very bad.
No, my brain was trying to figure out which way was up and down, and it thought it found it, and then you said that, and it ruined it again.
Here, we'll get rid of that, because we don't need battle maps for this, where we're at. Battle grid, where we're going, we don't need battle grid.
Yeah.
You all feel yourself in this liminal nightmare dream space, pulled through against your will as you come found searching, looking for your friends. And as that happens, you will feel eyes all open up and look at all three of you.
Hey, Trixie, I thought that was the moon for a second. Now it's just a creepy ass eye looking at us. But it could have been the moon.
Yeah, say
Looks like
the moon to
Trixie. Yeah. But what is Trixie?
She's already stringing up her bow.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to maybe pick a fight with the giant, maybe sentient being, but it pulled us into this crazy space. It did call us cattle, so maybe we do shoot at it.
You feel a voice enter into all of your minds, and it says, I feel connection. Maybe you can watch them all in their nightmares as I bring them pain, ruin, sorrow. And you hear through the various doorways, you catch glimpse of images, Aljin. Every place you go, every doorway, even when you look outside into the rubble of the path out beside you, you hear echoes and screams. You hear your friends. You hear Morgen shouting. You hear Ludo praying for help. You hear Saeryn cursing his luck. Coming from each and every other direction.
Let's damn it.
Gold statement. I'm gonna do this real fast. I know how I feel about it. I just want to.
Yeah, make any rolls. Any rolls anyone wants to make.
Just a
or
wisdom
check.
save. He sort of like grabs his head and like tries to cover his ears. Like, no, that's not real. It's not real. You're doing something. No, this can't be possible. And he's like sort of hits his knees and like covers his head and sort of like locks up a little bit of this whole scenario of what's happening.
Trixie, you are stringing your bow and you're pretty much almost ready. And what does do as you see Aljin kind of buckle for a moment?
I think Dudu kind of looks around for any like immediate threats in a very like primal state of both fear and survival at this point.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. All right, 14. And I will say, Trixie, you got 3 targets. Up, down, or center. Which one are you aiming for?
Well, the moons are usually up, so I'll aim up.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Just use a regular longbow shot for this.
And as you just look at the moon and you see and you're like, you always knew you were destined to do this. And even if it happens in a dream, then it counts for double, right?
Dream moons count twice.
You let her rip, and as you puncture into that spot, as you make your target, the arrow flies true. Your sharpshooter, you knew you can shoot as long as you need to, and that creates like a vacuum of a trail, a pathway, a silvery cord that is left trailing behind it, that is like left out attached from Trixie, that gives you all a path forward. And with that perception, you feel like a moment in like a dream somewhere that you're able to step through and go to that space.
I think Dudu would try and grab Aljin's hand and kind of usher them with them and be like, "Come on, Aljin, we need to advance forward." we could go from here together.
As it goes, he sort of hears it a little bit and he's like, okay, and he's trying to like he tries to get up and like keeps his head covered and he sort of like keeps his head down and like closed as he like gives you his hand and you can lead him up that way. He's still trying to muffle out the noises of his friends screaming for help.
And the other paths, while not sure how true or untrue they are, but you know the path forward that Trixie has carved for you. As go ahead, roll that 8 damage. As you feel that is enough, and it punctures through, and you are all able to venture further into this dream.
Terrible nightmare.
Awful, awful dream. And as you come forward, another scene appears in front of you. A tome that, while not immediately doesn't look familiar to Dudu, you know this is some twisted version of what the tome that was inside that library. And you know that there's a connection to something else further inside this dream that you're seeking still. And this is what it looks like if the dream ends too soon. That this version of the book is one that you don't want, that should never be put on any library shelf. And you feel a connection that this dream is haunting somebody else, and you feel a silver thread of connection, and it's pulling out from you, but you see it coming from Aljin. And Aljin, you know that this is Morgen's dream, that somehow, in some way, she still lives and breathes. And even though she's an elf like you and you trance and don't usually get, dreams, somehow that's happening.
Okay. Just hearing sort of the fading of the echoes of his other party fading behind him, he shakes his head, looks around, sort of looking at this book they're standing on. Are they like on top of this big old book?
Yeah, it's just
Is
like
that how
a
that
vision appearing in front of your brain, basically. Like it's like
Yeah.
a scene that you're like experiencing almost as like a third person, first person,
Oh, gotcha.
like an
That's
out of
cool.
body disassociation.
Yeah. And he's sort of just staring at it, sort of hearing. I think Morgen mentioned the. Oh man, I'm just lost the realm she's from. She's from the
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell, and sort of giving that Shadowfell-y vibe at this point. I'm just like, okay, all right. I think we're getting a little closer to Morgen. This seems like you seem like wince a little bit as he looks at this terrifying amalgamation of things. He's like, I just don't understand what's going on here. It's all, less straight path than I thought, but it's a dream, I guess. That makes dream sense. And he like goes to touch like the book here, I guess, like where that big opening like portal is.
Mm-hmm.
Like a blast, like a spell blast to see if like he could figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, and it's as you go and you're reaching through, and it's you. Something wells up within you, that planar magic that you had learned and discovered when you were traveling back with the party in the Jorhas Wastes. A hole, a rip, something that's not right. That a tear in the fabric that, if left untended, will continue to rip and spread.
He sort of looks at that and goes and like pulls part of the pages, like to where like would that rip or that meant where that rip would like try to get it back to where it would be part of, and then he cast planar mending like directly on that big opening of that book.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say, in this moment, Dudu, you see and feel that you know that your key is meant for this book, or at least a version that you have already held once in your hand.
I think with that realization, Duty would just like the key away and sort of kind of like concentrate on the vision in front of them and maybe try and, I guess, burn away this image with like a produce flame of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Say, dare I ask, Trixie?
She's upset the moon's gone.
Yeah, you're stringing your bow and you're trying to like will and look around and like I would say is there anything on this scene that particularly calls to your attention?
The tree specifically, I think, is something that she's like the dark trees reminds her of some of the nastier places from the Fey realm. Not super excited to be anywhere looking at that.
Yeah, those like hag magic type stuff. I would say go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check if you wish.
Interesting.
As your hand gets cut off.
You almost like it's like that like fey tendency. Like if you wish, you may feel like you could almost like reach out and grab one of the branches off of the page of the book.
I don't think she has enough impulse control to prevent that. Snap.
Yeah, and it's almost like a point that like it comes to like a fat, like a broad like head that almost like wants to come to like a nice like arrow tip.
Oh yeah, that's just in her hands now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's going to cause her a problem later
Yeah.
or currently.
Yeah, so go ahead. That's a branch of Dream Book.
Crazy ass branch.
Yep. Branch arrow Dream Book. Yeah, whatever it needs to make sense in your notes. We'll make it work.
Try to make sense of Jack's fever dream. Go.
I have been well. What do you guys? What do you mean? Why are you asking?
Yeah, Jack. You okay? You okay?
I mean, I've made some short films that sounded a lot like this.
So as I was going through, I'm like, oh, there's a lot. This is
wild.
Music earlier was the really like fever dreamscape music. That was Wintergatan, a really crazy band that does crazy music. And they do free use licensed music as long as you give credit.
Nice.
As Trixie goes and reaches that branch and pulls it off, and due to you use that produce flame to scour away that impurity, you feel the dream burn up and out of the way as you move yourself further down into the dream. It's another scene now. A laid waste, a large expanse in like a bloody sea, a portal but chained, a something either locked behind or locked from coming through, and just a bunch of wards, glyphs, runes, and it's like a dream, a memory, and it's just whispers, something, a promise, a betrayal. But whatever happened has now affected the lineage of everyone going forward. That has, it dwells in the memory of someone who is now currently sleeping. And I'll say, Aljin, you feel a warmth of a tendril pull you forward, and you feel that somehow this has something to do with Ludo.
Okay. He's told us about, or told me, the party, about the battle that he sort of couldn't save his village from.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sort of feel like that kind of a look, that like sort of a combat happened here, or it's just sort of his past
Mm-hmm.
along those lines?
Yeah, some past and something that has been sealed or either sealed itself behind here, but you feel like a warmth come down from a divine light, and it says, "This dream has been protected. You can move on." And it whisks you back to the moon chamber.
Son of a. What are you doing? What do you want? What do you just trying to torment us? What do you want from us?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find friends.
And then at that point, you hear once again from outside, like pointing to, like, if you like were to somehow get to the side of the floor and then walk outside, you hear the screams coming from once again.
I hate this thing.
So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 9. Again, the whole, this was 11, he did the same thing. So at this point, he hears the screams again, and he's just furious, in a panic, not knowing what to do, not knowing what possibly can happen, like what he can do to save his friends. He's not even in the same plane of existence at this point.
And you all watch Aljin be succumb, engulfed by his nightmares.
Yeah.
As he is taken to a scene that he didn't know happened, but now has to replay in front of him. In front of a large statue in the Netherdeep. You see it out in front of you in like another liminal space. If you're inside this chamber, this statue's there, and you're watching your friends, Morgen, Ludo, Saeryn, and this weird stranger fighting beneath it, enraged by the Thrazidan statue beneath the Netherdeep, or beneath the Betrayer's Rise. Only this time in this nightmare, they don't stop. But Dudu and Trixie, you both see Aljin being engulfed in his nightmares. You can both attempt to reach out to him and save him from this. As you see him, he's like being pulled forward by this and being pulled into the dream.
His eyes go that red-ish color that's like been very much in this. Oh, I don't know, it'd be cool. His eyes go the eye from the moon like goes into his eyes, and they're like that red as he's like just glazed over, sitting there.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can all like attempt to like make an attempt to like pull him out of this.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot for sure.
All right. I would say, how would you want to attempt to do that?
Oh golly, I think that just like as a base instinct, Dudu would probably just try and like reach in, pull him out.
Awesome. Go ahead and make a charisma persuasion check.
Oh yikes!
Oh boy, guys.
Because it's like you go to physically reach for him, and it's like that nightmare of a scene where it extends and the distance is already like double, tripled away from you. What does Trixie attempt to do?
I think she tries to actually like take that branch she took and try slashing to try and like tear through like the air like her arrows did before, but this time trying to tear after Aljin with by cutting with the arrowhead.
Nice. Go ahead and make that attack roll with advantage. You're using that physical prop that you have pulled out of the dream to help get through this.
Would you consider this a simple weapon?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can make like a dagger, or like even like a longbow. Cause like you realize like there's like the distance there. So it's like if your longbow's a better attack, go ahead, use that. In this liminal space.
Gentleman's 20.
Hell yeah. So with that attack, go ahead and roll damage. Nine piercing damage is you go ahead and shoot out to reach towards Aljin to save him. You realize, because he was being pulled forward back into the dream, the nightmare that was there. But what really happens is you realize, as the nightmare dissolves around you, as your arrow pierces through it, you're back on the boat. You've been here the entire time. The nightmare dissolves around you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, jeez. You're here the whole time.
Let me pop up turn order.
Ah, crap. Oh, I went through.
As Aljin is pulled back into this nightmare, this space that has always been around you. You have never moved from here, but you have gone and done everything already. You still have the key in your pocket, Doo-Doo, but this monster is still here, and it has been eating and feeding off of this dream this entire time. And oh boy, did it feed. Everyone want to do a quick break?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, save it.
Even if you crit, I hope you just wasted that crit on this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's not great.
Okay, well, let's change this music vibe. I'll say, hope this trip through the Astral Sea is going well.
Kind of.
We're learning, right?
Yeah.
Alright, be right back. back.
Mm-hmm.
How
I am back.
is it going?
It's going.
Good, good. I like the rewind. That was so good.
That was good. Very good.
I was wondering
This
how
giant
that
fish is
landed.
Eating our dreams. Great.
Pulled you in on a whole adventure. But here we are again. Still wait back for the Facemess.
I did chuckle at this map here.
Yes, familiar.
Yeah, from our
Yeah.
our level 15 shenanigans. Almost 2 years ago, probably at this point.
Mhm.
It's been a couple years since we went to the Astral Sea for some reason.
Yeah, I just wanted to run a big game and made it more of an adventure sprawl than a 15 battle. And I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
lesson learned.
Yep.
Level 15's for battles.
Level 15's for battles, yeah.
But
Especially when my character is basically a Super Saiyan flavored.
yeah, that was a really fun one. But yeah, I went and did the night version, and then I had to in Photoshop color adjust all the blue into red to make it that vermillion
wow.
thing. So I had to do the 2 layers to paint the key out to make that.
It's
blue
good
stick
though
too.
here, like right here, you left the blue
Mhm.
shimmers, and it really looks good with when you zoom out with the red. Like it looks like the glow off the red.
Yeah,
Looks real good.
yeah, the gradient somehow like still landed.
Yep. Yeah, still
Smooth,
work.
smooth shopping. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was my fever dream up to like 4 a.m. watching the Critical Role or listening to that. I'm just like, gotta do maps, ideas.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fun. It's a fun, it's definitely a diversion from like what we've been playing, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like just be like, oh yeah, here's a crazy dream.
And it so like because this, these are the nightmares that you are all having when you slept outside the beholder lair, basically.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
And
Where we from the town that was no mimics that should have been mimics.
should have been mimics.
Should the whole town.
When your
should've been-
players hand
I
you a
was-
town full of mimics,
Dude,
you
I was-
roll
I
with
was-
it.
I was expecting to be chased down from buildings rising up out of the ground and like chasing us, like giant mimics. But fine. Maybe another time.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting it just from like every single object in the town. That barrel, mimic. That
Yeah.
door, mimic.
Mimic.
A piece
Yeah.
of paper, mimic.
The whole house. My brain was that whole house is one big mimic, and it's going to speak English because when they get so old, they can speak common.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this thing's going to start talking to us and give us logic spells or logic puzzles to do.
Yeah, see, if I was a much better DM, I would have done that.
You're just here, Jack, tearing paper up. We're not doing this anymore. We find large mimics real
I
quick.
mean, that would have been perfect vibes. But because it was yeah.
Well, that's something to say for how you DM though. You had us terrified of an empty village, like an empty city, had us so on edge that we did not move away from the empty city.
Yeah, like the creepiness was supposed to be the empty, but then it's like, no, there's something else here now.
Yeah. You pretty much told us nothing's here, and we're like, are you sure? I'm pretty sure something's here.
No. Yeah, like no, there is something that is so bad nearby that nothing is here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Except for
That's like
those
have you
mimics.
guys noticed you haven't heard any birds or insects for the last half hour?
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that spooky empty town wasn't full of mimics? Okay, this is so much worse.
That's the way I'm going to think about it. That's so.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it until you brought that up. I'm like, oh, that actually makes sense now.
I mean, remember, this thing was something that chased an adult blue dragon out of its lair.
Yeah, that's true.
And now you're getting a taste of maybe why.
Yeah.
Seriously, one night of this, and it's like, all right, I'm moving. Burn it down. Moving.
Burn the whole place down.
Not worth it. But we all snap back. Jump in reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Something. Time, space is a weird spaghetti. Did I get it right?
It's close.
All right, with that, Trixie, an ensnaring shriek reaches out at you. 23 to hit.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
All right, make a charisma saving throw. Please. All right, DC 16, you are pulled closer to it with the shrieks. It pulls you forward in that astral, like, gravitationalist thing. So you're, like, kind of floating now in this space around it. You get dealt 13 psychic damage. It is going to, at do another ensnaring shriek. Ooh. That will be,
I would like to silvery barb.
all right, we're cooking now. That'll be an 11 to hit instead. Who gets advantage?
We will give that to Trixie.
All right, because it was going to come at you next now because of that to engulf your nightmares. And see what happens from there. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Alright. Nothing happens to you. As you have no fear of nightmares, you've already faced and seen what lies for you further on, and this creature is just a distraction. And that will make its turn. I will pass to you. And go ahead, give me another wisdom saving throw. Oh wait, no, never mind. You are immune to its ghastly visions because you already saved it from before. I apologize.
You're fine. In that case, I will cast a spell and begin concentrate.
Awesome. Yeah, at least we're back to the weird techno vibe.
Yeah.
We're going to summon a beast.
Ooh.
And I'm assuming I can use the water one in the water.
Yeah, what kind of
I don't
beast do
know
you
how this
want?
works in the sure. It's gonna be just like a like I was gonna say I don't know, some like IP, but just like a little shark guy.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find a little shark guy. You know what? We're gonna bring him back. How large is it?
It is small, I believe, or perhaps medium.
All right. So he's just gonna kind of be circling around in this space, and I'll find you a actual token in here in a second.
Oh wait, there's a whole stat block. I can just look right there. Small beast.
Wait a minute. I think I have something. Hell yeah. Any bonus actions?
No, I think that'll do for me for right now.
All right, we'll move on to Finn. Does this thing take a turn after you?
It does.
All right, so let me get its real token up for you. You know what? We're gonna go for. How about Astral Crab Demon?
That'll work.
Why not?
It can be controlled by Doo, and I'll even let you name them if you want. And you can put it wherever you want.
Yeah, right there is perfect.
So, yeah, and we'll have it go ahead and take its turn with Aljin on deck.
All right. It takes my spell attack modifier melee, a weapon attack. Oh yeah, nat 20, and it does a D8 plus 4 piercing damage.
Ooh. So 2d8 plus 4.
Yeah, 17 damage.
Peace. Yeah, I mean this thing fucks this up. It rips into it, and you see, because now that you've realized this was the same one but from before that you'd already like fought and weakened, and whatever half damage has been dealt to it before, this had already taken like another big chunk off of, and this thing is looking pretty. However, Dream looks bloodied.
It's it.
I mean, you've been in
And
some pretty
that's
bloody
all-
dreams. Alright, we'll move on to Aljin. That was a sweet summon. That thing did so well.
Yeah. I'll just sort of like hits the spot, like back in here, like looks around. So it's like, what's going on? And like sees that we're back on the ship. And this point, he's like, I thought I already did this, and he recasts the same spell to get the guys out of his team out of the way, where he um, vortex warps them, but not so far. He's just gonna put them on the bow of the ship deck. He's like, all right, we're going back here, guys, and throws them back there as the water like envelops them again and starts pushing them back as long as they fail their save. And twinning that spell also to get them both his friends backwards there.
Yeah, I will choose to.
This is still water-ish like substance,
Yeah.
or okay. So as long as they both
Although, DM
Okay.
does not recommend you drink it.
well, I mean, that's not the plan. I can breathe it. Can I breathe it?
Try.
No, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna put them both right on top of the deck there, so they can move back out of the way. Which, if Trixie was grappled, that's gone because of teleportation. Using my bonus action to, I was looking it up, trying to figure out what the name of that was. It's Tempest Magic, which allows me to fly up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. I'll use that as my bonus action to go 10 feet, 5, 10, basically where she was, and then probably start moving away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to that point as the rest of the team's back. Whereabouts here-ish.
Yeah. So those two, you can move wherever you all want to be over there.
Yeah, right about there and there.
As you move there, it's
Yeah.
going to take an opportunity attack.
No. With my bonus action, I move without opportunity attacks.
How far away did you move?
I move. Well, I can move 10 feet using my my magic. So I was initially right here, moving 10 feet to here, and then I actually then move 30 feet with my action. So if it has longer than that, then
It has a
it would.
15-foot reach, so you moved out just beyond perfectly with the magic.
Yeah, because
You moved from 10 to 20, so that took you beyond the range.
okay.
Because if you moved from 5 to 15 and then walked away, it would have been able to take a hit.
Gotcha. Yeah, it says I can fly up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yeah, because if you were at 5 and flew like 10, then you still would have been in reach.
Oh, gotcha.
And then
yeah,
if you
'cause I
left,
was-
then you would have left it. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, no, you went from 10 foot away to 20 foot away.
Yeah,
So
because
perfect.
I was here and flew to here and then moved to here with my action or my movement.
That worked.
And that's my entire movement. Tempest sorcerer moves people around,
All right.
and that's it.
Perfect. Trixie, you are up.
Trixie suddenly finds herself much further away from the nightmare than she was. I'm not frightened of it anymore, am I?
No.
Okay.
Because you did not start your turn in its path, so you are fine.
All right, in that situation, she's going to go ahead. The first shot she's going to take is a sharpshooter shot because she has advantage.
Do what?
And by advantage, I mean triple advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't Dudu give you advantage from silvery barbs?
Yep. Yeah. This is not me burning my my
it's
fighting
just
spirit.
you
This is just a nice advantage thing for me.
Yeah. It's dumb.
You need to do one thing. Do it very, very, very well.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Hit.
That's a 19 magical piercing.
This thing's looking really fucked up.
It's hard to. The sharpshooter shots are rough.
Hit it with a snake.
I don't have any more of those.
Oh, damn it.
I only had the one.
Oh, no.
Oh god, it's right after me too. If it's looking really bad, then I guess I'll just use a regular shot on it, not a sharpshooter
No
shot.
snakes in space.
Motherfucking snakes in the motherfucking Astral Sea.
I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking spelljammer. Snakes on a spelljammer, damn it.
Oh, man.
Nah, we're doing sharpshooter shot, just straight.
Hit it.
Ah! Would have missed anyway.
Oh, man.
Oh. What does that nat 1 look like?
I just want to know how much
I was-
damage
I was
that would've done.
Yeah. I was wondering to see if you were going to roll again to see if you can get another nat 1, but...
Nah. I'm pretty sure that's Trixie looking at it being like, oh, all right, it looks pretty messed up. I'm gonna be the one to take this moon beast down. And she starts to string it, and then the string just pops off from the base of it and like whacks her in the side of the neck.
Amazing.
And the arrow just flies off into the sea. I'm down 3 arrows.
Duly noted. And any bonuses?
Nah. I mean, you said we basically had a long rest when we got in here.
Yeah.
I'll second wind.
Oh. Alright, as you second wind yourself up,
Woo-hoo!
Jeez.
it's good for that because since Aljin is closest, is going to do another ensnaring shriek at you. Only a 12 to hit. The second
Surprisingly, it hits. My armor class is trash.
Make a charisma saving throw as you take 12 psychic damage.
A 10.
You're pulled up to 15 feet towards it.
That's great.
So you come back up into the distance behind it. And with the bonus action, targets one creature within 5 feet. So it yeah, it doesn't have that. Can your beast doo-doo make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, absolutely. It's no stat block.
What nightmares does a conjured beast have?
Mm-hmm. Yes, what is that worst nightmare?
I think for the beast, it would just be like being like eaten alive and just like ripped apart to pieces without being killed first.
It will take 9 points of psychic damage. It is restrained and blinded.
That's horrific. By the way.
Yep, couldn't get to you without going up on land, and it didn't want to do that, so doo-doo will be your turn.
Okay, that's horrifying. I am going to cast a cantrip at it. I am going to cast Sacred Flame. If I could get a dexterity save from it, please.
You got it. We'll make this at advantage. Magic resistance. 22.
Double 22.
A 22 is well above the DC. And then as a bonus action, I will cast a first level healing word targeting Al.
That
I will do the reminder. If you hit 0 hit points in the astral form, you are rejected and out of the dream.
mhm.
Okay, that is the end of my turn. I will have the beast go next.
All right, it is restrained and blinded.
All right, well, I think even in spite of
So
that,
Ultima disadvantage.
yeah, he'll take the disadvantage hit. I think he's just gonna try and swing.
Mm-hmm. Roll to hit.
12.
We'll miss.
All right, that'll do it for his turn.
All right, Aljin.
Yeah, I should have been looking ahead, but I wasn't. Okay. So Aljin's going, he got pulled a little further. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to that point there. He is then going to cast Thunderstep at the 4th level, teleporting himself back to here with his team, but creating a shockwave of thunder abilities on 5 feet around. But he's going to go up to that crab and just pet him like, "You did a good job, buddy." And then he goes, poof, Thunder steps away as he pets the crab head, the crab monster on its head, not the friendly one. This one,
Mm-hmm. I thought can't you take a creature with you with Thunderstep?
not with Thunderstep.
Oh, that's the other one.
You teleport yourself to an obvious place.
No, that's like the 5th level one, I think.
Oh, you can also teleport one willing creature your size or smaller. Holy crap! It's the end of that statement. I can. Yeah, you can also teleport one willing. That would have been a lot easier to do a while back instead of. But I'm taking. So I grab his little claw hand and I teleport him back to Dudu as I cast Thunderstep at the 4th level. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or take. Well, it's going to take 16 or half.
We'll take 16. So
16.
describe how your Thunderstep evaporates the dream that ensnared you before.
It's just one of those things like he's not too sure if what he saw was real or not, and at this point he's sort of still hoping that his family is what his friends were real or were alive. So he like just looks at little crab monster. He's like, "Come on, you come with me," and he holds his hand and just goes blinks back over there, and you just see this wave just sort of like comes in the energy, and then it goes and shock waves out and just evaporates the creature. You see like the black tendrils start to go in this blue sizzle as it blows away. I saved your friend there, Dudu.
The spirits
all
thank
sorts of messed up. Sorry, I went over the top of that. What was that?
I said, the spirits thank you.
This place kind of sucks. Was any of this real, or was this all just a dream?
Excellent
Don't know
question.
this-
Turksy takes a swing on on Aljin.
Go right ahead. Let's see if
I've got a -1 to strength. I don't think a swing is going to work out well for me. This does 0 damage according to D&D Beyond, by the way.
Negative strength.
Negative strength. You're gonna heal me.
She starts tumbling away like through the astral sea.
No, wait. Grab her and pull her back down. Like, no.
Sorry, thought violence was the answer again.
More or less, it seems to be the answer. Is violence? Yes.
Mm-hmm. As you're in the twinkling space of the astral sea, the dream once again shifts around you once, twice. Whoop. To a different screen entirely. Whoops. Boom! As everything shifts and you're back over at Boba. He says, "Oh, it's you guys again."
We're back. That's
Hey, Boba.
That's even more confusing. I thought it was a dream. We were back in a dream, through a dream, from a dream.
Oh, yeah, it kind of all runs in circles here. The thing was trying to distract you. I saw it pull you out of the bag in there. It's trying to send you all around to chase yourself in circles. But you got rid of the monster that was trying to engulf you in that. So I think you got the key now, and think of the last connection you're missing. There is a whole nother person that you sent, that you left to go into the thing. Think about all the coins that you paid him.
Start looking up. Are the coins we paid someone to come back to the thing? What?
It makes you think of Max, the one person that you paid him.
The mercenary?
Mm-hmm.
The tabaxi?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel he's still caught in a nightmare, a dream, a restless sleep. And I think you need someone in there to go protect him.
Oh boy. I mean, is he still with the group? I figured if they were done with that one. Okay. All right. I mean, if he's still with them, let's go see what he has going on.
And like the world like kind of phases around you, and like you see like the image of them, like the party, Morgen, Saeryn, Ludo, and everyone like sleeping in the desert, like in that little nook of a cave that they're sleeping in, and you see like the sand around them and everything. And you see, like, the fitful sleep that they're all having. And that red looming eye over them.
Alright, I didn't actually expect... I figured the money would have ran out by now. Alright, let's go see what he has going on. You guys go back through his mouth hole.
Running in circles.
Run in circles.
You just keep having the same dream over and over.
God, this is terrible.
When in doubt, run in circle.
Mm-hmm. You know, the definition of insanity.
It hasn't killed us yet. Hold on, let me check one thing. And like you see Aljin rifling through his bag as he finds, I think he has 1 potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna down this single potion of healing.
Yep.
6, not great, but better than nothing. All right, let's go.
As you all portal through, you're teleported to a waking nightmare. The city streets. A city, a place that none of you know, although for Mox, this is home. If you all remember, all of you succeeded in the wisdom saving throw when you all had slept that night outside the lair of the beholder. All except for Mox, who had a fitful, restful sleep and didn't get the benefits of it. This is what happened in that nightmare. Because also in the replay, he was the only one who gave a description of a nightmare. Everyone else was just looking up at the red eye. It's just like kind of worked out.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. As I'm trying to pull up another stat block.
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I've also got Saeryn's open for no reason.
Yeah, Mox is sleeping down on the side, so
Oh,
he's
okay.
incapacitated. You see he's
Excellent.
sleeping out. Yeah, you only have one to worry about.
Oh, cool.
But you know your mission is to protect him. And out of the swirling white stone streets, you see undead hordes lining the street. And swirling out of the center of there's like severed limbs and body parts and the rivers flowing with blood, and hands start to reach one by one and crawl up out of the cobblestone off like up out of the river onto the bridge, and they form and begin to make a writhing mass of hands that become a creature, and they all reach out to you. And we're once again going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Now you know your mission is clear. You have been here to protect your other party members as they make their way through the nightmares.
Trixie, what's going on today? These initiatives.
Oh my god, rolling bombs.
Jeez. Is all the creepy crawlies going under the same initiative as the giant? Okay. I was getting a little concerned there.
Yeah, these ones are actually roll 20 in stat blocks I got.
Nice. That makes it a little easier.
That's a little bit. As Max is battling through a wave of undead through the city streets, and you are all here to protect him and hope that he actually wakes in the morning. Otherwise, the timeline's going to get really weird.
Mox wakes up dead.
And you
Great.
guys have to protect a stranger that you have absolutely no connection to.
Trixie likes the fact that there's a kitty cat.
Yeah, just Trixie. That's
for-
why Trixie rolled a 1. She's scritching the sleeping cat.
Oh, where is it?
I'm not even last in initiative. Look at that crap.
Yeah, there's some bad ones down there.
Hell yeah, DM. Go for it. Keep
Yeah,
rolling.
go for it.
Go for it. All right. So you see the hands start pointing out at the three of you, and they all kind of point one at a time. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch up. Alright, I need Trixie to make a charisma saving throw. Oh, no, this one's a wisdom saving throw, sorry. DC 12. You see the hands reach out on you and it cast a Gaius spell.
Would that be considered a charm effect?
Yes.
Okay, I do have advantage on those.
Perfect.
It doesn't matter right now,
Yeah, you
but
saved. Nice. Yeah, I figured anyway. Pick the Fae. Wrong person. And you see that it goes ahead and like jumps down and starts swimming through the blood pool and gets up there to like start using its movement to like wanting to crawl up from there. So you guys are like at the top of a building and it's like about like 10 feet up, and this thing like you're about like 15 feet up, and this climbs up to like 10 feet of that ledge below you. So it's like almost like eye level with you guys. And it's going to move up to that final space. And that will be its turn. And Aljin, you are here.
It's like right up in our face.
Yep.
Very little like is of that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cast. Hold on. What just happened with my mic? Hello? Okay,
Yep.
good. I'm here. I'm going to cast Storm Sphere. I need a 20-foot radius. Can you give me a sphere of a 20-foot radius that I can sort of... Actually, I can probably do it. Because I want to get him in this and not my party. So it's going to be like... That's big. Oh,
20-foot
that's
radius.
Yeah, that's excellent. So it gets pretty much that monstrosity in it.
Yeah, so you can probably do a few right there. Or you could do it like that to get a
mostly
couple.
just on him is my plan. Is mostly on that creature there.
Like right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Awesome.
That looks good.
Roll the damage deck saves? Or is this the one the
so-
strength first?
There's a lot of things that can happen with Storm Sphere. 20-foot radius sphere of swirlings. Air springs into existence, centered on a point you choose within range, which right in front of me is pretty much within range. It must succeed on... Let's see, when it appears, or... let me see here. Or that enters... Oh, each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that enters its turn, must do a strength saving throw. So, at this point, strength saving throw for any creature that is in that sphere.
Gotcha. Try to roll it through. Why are you not coming through? Well, alright. D20 plus 5.
Well, fine.
25.
Well, shit. I think it... Damage. Okay, so it does not state that it takes...
If it doesn't do half.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it takes half, but it is difficult terrain until the spin ends. And now I'm going to use my bonus action to do a bolt of lightning. As long as the creature is within 60 feet of the center, I can hit it. If it's within the center of my sphere, I get advantage on the attack. You have advantage on the attack roll if the sphere... Okay, so I have advantage on the attack now that he is in my sphere, which is great. +9 with advantage. Let's see, a 29 or a 20. Oh, a 29 is a crit. Sorry.
Ooh, the crit.
Let's see if it rolls for me, or it's going to be silly. Let me see how many damage it takes. It takes... Storm Sphere. Sorry, guys. It's a weird spell. 4d6. Let me make sure I get the 4d6 lightning damage. So it would have been this one here with the critical. It would have been 14 points of lightning damage.
14 lightning.
Yeah. +4, so I've been taking 18 points of lightning damage on that. And then I'm going to move back a little bit next to Mox at that point. So if it takes an attack, it takes an attack.
And how much damage does a creature take if it fails to strength save?
If it fails a strength save, it took... give me 1 second here. I rolled that.
Because the skeleton here failed.
Okay. I guess I didn't roll that because it passed. It takes... That skeleton would have taken... That was pretty crappy. 7 point... Oh, no, I'm sorry. 22. Oh, what's the plus? Hold on, I gotta see what happened
22.
here. Yeah. No, that... very confused. Hold on. Plus 15. There must be plus 15 on that spell, but I don't see where it says plus 15.
Roll the damage dice real fast.
I just did. That was the. It was.
It might be adding up from the lightning damage that happens.
The lightning damage that happened earlier.
When it
yeah,
first fell up here, there's the 7 bludgeoning. Okay, I see now.
Yeah, you said. Okay, yeah, the 7. We'll go with that one.
Alright.
Yeah, because it rolled. I'm like, wow, that should not have been plus 15.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, plus 15.
Skeleton got fucked up with that. Alright. Anything else? Any bonuses?
That was my bonus action was to strike it with the lightning blast.
Perfect. Alright.
And that's it.
It will be Skeleton's turns. Because these things use their movement, and they're going to start using their dash movement to get up to the top here. This one's going to come up into your space. This one's going to get out of here. And you see, like, dream logic still works. 30, and then it's going to use its whole movement to get up top here. This one has a short bow. It's going to shoot a short bow at Trixie from right down here. 15 to hit.
To hit Trixie? No.
No. Alright, that's all their turn. Do.
Okay, I'll use my action to cast a second level spell. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I think it's a third level.
Just in case I need to know. Any creature within 30 feet of my spell, if you're trying to listen for something, it's at disadvantage. Perception checks that require listening is disadvantage. Sorry.
Oh, I did not mean to just roll that, but I'm casting flame arrows on Trixie's quiver.
Hell yeah. Trixie, you feel your arrows light up.
Sorry, I meant to hit display and not cast.
Not flame blade.
Oh, damn it. Hold on one sec. There we go, flame arrows. It is concentration, so I will mark.
So you get up to 12 shots. I mean, that's a lot of extra damage for a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Especially at Trixie.
That's my action. And no bonus from me. I'll enter.
Trixie, something just shot at you. You.
Do I get a sense that this monster in front of me just has reach?
Oh, a little bit, but no, just
I'll take a
up to
chance.
5 feet. Yeah.
What was that?
Probably just like just like hand's length.
Sorry.
She's gonna take a chance and take a step back.
I'll say because you were about 5 feet away from it.
Yeah, I was right up in melee range.
Yeah, so it is going to go ahead and take an opportunity. 22 to hit you.
That hits.
Alright, it'll be 13 bludgeoning damage, and it grapples you.
Do I maintain distance?
No, you can't get away. It grapples you as you go to move.
It sentinels me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it grabs you in its clutches, and it's feels like it has a thing. Anything else from you?
Yeah, that was just a movement thing. Trix says, "How annoying!" And will immediately phase step 30 feet away.
Amazing. Get out of its clutches. You see a bunch
About
of ghouls
there.
start moving in.
And so she bonus action phase steps to there, pulls out a fiery arrow and goes, "Oh, thanks, Dudu!" And is going to take 2 sharpshooter shots. Why not? We're running. I'll be more careful with arrows later.
Yeah. These are fake arrows. They're dream arrows.
Yeah. The silver cords are still holding you.
Oh,
The 11 probably misses.
11 will miss. That crit.
Um,
And it's 2d6 fire damage.
yeah, so it's going to be a total of 8 fire damage. Hold on, there's actually some weird stuff going on. Because my crits have Piercer on them, so...
Oh, it re-rolled the 1 on it, so... It's 15 plus 8 plus 5.
I don't think it re-rolled the 1.
it didn't reroll the 1.
So, okay, so here's the issue is... So it's a D8.
Yeah, see, 2d8s, there's a 5 and an 8, because it got rid of the 1d8 first, so it just did the math weird on it.
No, it's because of Piercer, my crits does an extra D8.
I thought it was a reroll damage, my bad.
No, that's totally understandable. Hold on, I'm still figuring out exactly what the heck's going on. I don't get to the Piercer feat doesn't come up that often for me. I should use it more often. It's actually very handy every turn.
It's a good one. Aww.
Yeah, so on a critical hit, it's an additional damage die. So instead of just doing 2d8, I do 3d8. So that's why it rolled that extra d8.
16 plus 13, right?
I am going to re-roll that d8 that was applied to the original damage.
Gotcha. Okay, love it. This is D&D, motherfuckers.
Okay, so it's going to be 17 plus 8. So that's going to be... I'm sorry, 17 plus 8 is 25, plus 5 is 30, 30 plus 8 is 38 damage. Thank you, Dudu.
Thanks, Dudu. Yeah. Super fast math.
That's my 2 shots.
Yeah. As you make those shots, and that's the thing, you see a bunch of these ghouls start coming and moving in, and they're using like all their movement to like climb up. So it's just 10 to get here, 20 to get up on this ledge. You guys are like another few feet up, so it's gonna use like the last like bit of movement to get up here. All these faster ghouls start leaping up, and it's going to go ahead and make an attack on you, Trixie. With its claws, will be a 19 to hit.
19 hits, and it's not a critical, thank God.
Yep. Yeah, I think it has auto critical roll on it. No worries. Or like, auto roll advantage. So that is a 19 to hit. Let's see, does it roll damage? Nice. So ignore the 3, so 7 slashing damage, and then roll a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. All right.
Just awful.
You are paralyzed for 1 minute. As this ghoul climbs up and just bites into your flesh, takes a chunk out of you, and you're like, "Oh, that's not a big bite." And then the undead virus just like starts to seize you up, and you are paralyzed. Alright, those are the ghouls' turn. That will be the zombies now. This one is in the drink. He's going to get out of the drink. The zombies are not really fast, so that's all of his movement. That's all the zombies got. Yeah, see, they're getting there. That's about 40 there. You know, there's not many of them, but you know, they're coming. Then we'll go back up to the top of the round. This thing wishes it had took in its grass spill, so it's going to come up over here to Doo and try and get up like out of the way, out of that sphere. And it is going to make its crushing grasp on Doo. 22 to hit.
Definitely hit.
15 bludgeoning damage. You are grappled by it. And now it has its ability to consume vitality. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. DC 14. All right.
19.
So you do not have your life force consumed by it. And you feel it try to begin attacking your silver cord here. And you feel like it would have been reducing a vital resource that would have kept you here or even kept you alive. And now you know what this thing is attacking. Aljin, it is your turn.
This all sucks. By the way, we'll move to here, kind of between everything. I'm 30-foot cone is freaking gigantic.
That is a big cone.
It's a big cone. Okay, I mean, I could kind of swing it. That's a big That's a big old creature. Missing my friends, which is the best part of.
I'd say I'd get all 4 of them.
We get all 4 of those.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, I'm gonna hit them with Rhyme's Binding Ice, which is sort of like it's a 30-foot cone. Sort of like his one spell he's always used.
Yeah. Con save.
I need all 4 of them to make a con saving throw.
All right, we'll start with the Soul Shaker.
Or I'll post it.
6 will fail.
Yeah, 6 will definitely fail.
Oh, thank you, Doo. We'll do zombie. Okay. And the 2 skeletons. I don't know why they're rolling now. DC 17, so.
So 17,
yeah,
so it
so
means this 2 pass, 2 fail.
Yeah, this one fails. This one will pass.
Okay, so I think the ones who failed, they are hindered for their movement speed is 0, and they are hindered by ice and they cannot move. If they pass, they take half of my 3d8, which is half of 6. So they take 3 on that.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool.
But this guy is locked up, and you took 6.
Oh, this guy took the main baddie here took full.
Yeah. He is,
okay, cool.
So his movement speed 0, and he's broken out.
Yeah. So if we can all get away from him, it would be great. Yeah, I was just seeing if anything else happened.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else happened. So as a bonus action, since my storm sphere is still active, because I am in a concentration at this point, I'm going to use my bonus action to strike the main baddie here with the 4d6 lightning damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I get. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to strike. I have to roll a hit.
Yeah. We'll use the damage when it does,
Sorry.
or if it does.
If it
It
does.
doesn't have a high
Nope.
AC.
Nope. I rolled a nat 1.
Well, that's not gonna do it.
No problem.
Unfortunately,
No problem.
the lightning bolt just tries to shriek out and fizzles.
Yeah, so 5, I move 15, so I'm gonna move like 10 feet back this way. And that's my turn.
All right, is going to go up to the skeleton's turn. So the skeleton is sitting here around Doo-Doo, and it's about to try and make an attack. But then you see these hands that are stuck in this ice, frozen ice. They're gesturing madly, wildly, like beckoning the skeleton to come here, come here. And so the skeleton will come over and use its full action to release it.
Well, yeah. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's something. Guys, it has telepathy,
Mhm.
and it says "Nrrr" in your head. Why I oughta, and it does that old 50s
Yeah, there's the whole
hand,
thing.
you know.
Yep. The fist.
Yep. It's like, "Grrr," I go. All right. That's dumb. All right, and these skeletons. This one down here, he has. Is he have 0 movement, or he cannot take any actions?
He has 0 movement.
Okay.
He can still take actions.
Okay, cool. This one sees Trixie up there again, down at the bottom, so it's going to take another shot with the skeleton at Trixie with the short bow. 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
All right, that'll be 4 piercing damage. Damage. This one
Got
over
it.
here is going to is Rhymes Binding Ice concentration. I just remembered.
It is.
Awesome. So
Oh, no. Rhymes Bind Ice is. Let me look. No, it is not concentration.
Okay, cool. Good spot.
Yeah, that one is not concentration. I am concentrating on the Storm Sphere at this point.
Awesome. This thing's 30 feet down too. Side, so Trixie's gonna get another short bow shot at you. 10 to hit. I'm sure that misses.
Certainly doesn't hit me.
All right, Doo-Doo, you're gonna have a shot coming at you. Short bow. 6 to hit is gonna miss.
Uh-huh.
And that is all of my skeletons. This other thing over here is just barking away, not doing much. All right, Doo-Doo, your turn.
All right, I'll use my bonus action to Starlight Step. And then I am going to cast a 4th level spell.
Hell yeah.
Trixie, you cannot be paralyzed. You have freedom of movement.
Hot damn.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
As you just come
And that's-
over. Doo-Doo, your magic, what does the freedom of movement of Corellon's druidic magic look like as it washes over Trixie?
So, if anyone has been watching Dudu's spell casting, they notice that they use a piece of clay, like this kind of moldable earth, in their hands as their spellcasting focus. And they kind of like wrap it around their hand really quickly and just kind of splash like this mud across Trixie's boot.
Boom. Trixie, you feel that paralyzation be removed from you with that magic. And guess what? It's your turn.
Excellent timing.
That's beautiful. Cue yakety sax.
I'm not excited about this ghoul, so I think we got to get rid of this ghoul.
Yeah, those are the Dane. Aaron knows how
Mhm.
deadly ghouls can be.
Yeah. Yep.
My necromancer
first
summons
shot-
them all the time.
First shot is going to be a sharpshooter shot at disadvantage.
Ah, yes, say in melee. Melee.
Yeah, it's technically it's not a melee thing. It's a 5 foot within hostile range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's why I was checking the reach, because even if I'm inside of its like reach, if
Yeah.
I'm 5 feet away, I'm still technically not going to take disadvantage. But blah, blah, blah. Rules.
Rolls.
Nerds. Well, well, that's unfortunate.
Can I just try stabbing it with an arrow? I don't think my bow is working today. My dream bow is broken.
Yeah, you try and it's just like too close, and it's like started like that freedom of movement's just hard to shake off in this dream sphere. You're like doing that like flicker movement for like a half a second, and it's hard to adjust. But do you have any bonuses?
I'm gonna shoot it again. I don't want it to touch me anymore.
It can't happen twice, right?
Okay. I just need to have another. I only need one more nat one because it's a disadvantage roll.
Let's say
So.
if I see another
Yeah.
6 pop up on there, you know what's happening.
We're getting an
Imps are
imp.
coming.
Will it into existence? Aww.
Nope.
10 to hit, no dice
On the ghoul?
on the ghoul.
I mean, it's still might.
I don't know what a ghoul's AC is.
Pretty low, but 10 does not hit.
It's probably like 11 or something. I could bonus action get out of here, but that leaves everyone else open to like attacks, especially mocks.
You don't know that cat creature.
But I love him.
But I love it.
Something says, I like that guy.
Yeah. He has the lowest charisma in this game.
Yeah, but he's not talking right now.
Oh, that's cool.
I think Trixie could bamf out of here again, but I think she's just gonna hold steady and not move.
All right, beautiful. Making that little stand, so it'll be the ghoul's turn. I think this one's going to move around, and seeing you shake off that paralyzation is going to come in and make a bite at the doo-doo. You see the fingers are gesturing over at doo-doo. They seem to be some sort of mastermind for like all of these loose undead limbs that have assembled together. It's going to take a claws at you, doo-doo, for a 23 to hit.
Jeez.
So we brought that one.
All right, I'll roll it again since I don't. I'm not condoning this double roll bullshit, even though I could probably fix that in the settings.
Yeah, it is. But I'll give Trixie advantage.
Thanks.
Let's go. Oh no, how do I?
A spell cast with fireball would really work well here. There's a lot of clumped up
It'll be
creatures.
9 slashing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, turn undead would also be handy, but
Yeah, real good.
But did it hit with its disadvantage?
Oh wait, I'll have to roll again. Sorry, that's what I was doing. I only rolled the damage. My bad. We'll roll 10.
Okay. 10 will not.
Awesome. Who has advantage on the next roll?
Trixie.
Perfect. Alright, so 10 to get up, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get up here. And then this thing will take a full dash to get up over to here. A ghoul closes in on Mox. And that is their turn. That'll be the zombies. You see they're kind of moving up in a swarm over here. And this one's all the way back here. Why'd I put him so far away? So this one's down on the ground still. Right there for now. And that is their turn. And then it'll be back to the hands. All right. It is going to try and attack Trixie. Crush and Grasp. 22 to hit.
That's a definite hit.
All right, be 13 bludgeoning damage, and it goes to cry and grapple you, but freedom of movement prevents that, I believe.
Actually, I don't think it does, but I think you can get out of it for free.
You can get out of it by using 5 feet of movement, I think.
Awesome. So technically, you are grappled then.
Yeah, currently my
Excellent.
speed is 0.
Excellent. So make a Constitution saving throw. All right. You resist its consume vitality ability. Damn you! It's just reaching out, trying to get life wherever it can, and it's might move on to easier targets to consume life from. Aljin, it is your turn.
Man, they're swarming, and that sucks everything out of my sails. I'm going to.
I'm gonna say you described this.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So Mox is like tossing and turning at this point because these creatures or these undeads are coming in on him in Whitestone, and it is like his worst nightmare of the undead sort of taking over his home. He sees these people trying to help, but not doing a great job at this point, since he's sort of in the middle of it. As Aljin, man, there's like,
He's like cowering in fear in the middle of it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to try it. I have to try one thing, and that's to get at least the hand thing away from us as fast as possible. I need the hand to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Hey, can you talk to the hand?
Yeah.
DC 10.
Man. Fucking tastic.
So you don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, so that is vortex warped 120 feet straight down in. Let me make sure I have the right thing.
Full 120?
A full 120. Yeah, it's going this way 120 feet. Like, out of distance. I will spend some of my sorcery points that I barely ever freaking use to twin that to bring Mox up behind me, and be like, "It's okay, bud, I got you," and like sort of get that cleared out. Like, okay, we sort of have at least a little bit of breathing room, kind of, sort of, not really.
I would say it's just for
centered
sake.
here.
It gets brought to like the edge of the map, and it's at the edge of the dream.
Yeah,
basically.
that's fine. That's fine.
You see, this is like a self-contained little bubble, but it's pretty much virtually
So
out of
this is-
the fight.
Out of the fight. This 60-foot radius from the center of this is roughly here. I'm gonna just pick. I'm gonna start with this one here. I'm gonna pick this one off with my bonus action. To hit on the storm sphere. 24 to hit. Excellent. That is. What did that roll?
21.
21 points of thunder or of lightning damage. 46. And that roll of 21. 46.
Oh yeah, and does it do extra damage?
It does 3 points of extra damage because of my. Oh really?
It was at 1.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think it's 1 point. I think it's 3 points. No, 4 points. 4 points of lightning or thunder damage. So it takes an extra 4 points.
Ride.
Is it fries out? I'm like, throw that guy. You guys see the swirl of water going around. You're like, okay, someone's getting teleported, and you see this monster just boom, go 120 feet away from us, and then the lightning strike right afterwards. And then I'll sort of post up, I think, here to like sort of keep people away from him for Mox. And that's my turn.
Perfect. Feel a little rattling of the drums, and that's a great turn. That'll be the skeletons. All right, I've got one down over here that's going to take a shot at Aljin.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 piercing.
Because my AC's trash.
Gotta make a concentration check.
Just above a 10, above a 10, above a 10. 15.
All right, it's maintained. All right, and then there's going to be a couple more skeletons. One down here at the bottom, and it's going to take a shot over at Trixie since you're in range. That's from this one down here, 15 to hit.
Nope.
All right, this one here is going to take a start trying to climb up to this level, shoot over at Doo up ahead. Actually, it's going to have to get around here on the other side. So, Bucket's going to just close the gap and bring out a short sword to attack Doo for a 6 to hit. Misses completely.
Oh no!
This one on the bottom will take a shot over at Trixie with a short bow, 20 to hit.
Hits.
Or a piercing. Make a concentration check just because it's brewed. You don't have to. And then short bow. You can determine what that means. Short bow is going to be shooting over at Aljin for another 10 to hit.
Oh, that actually misses.
Yay.
Hooray. My 11 AC did something.
So I did, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I really need to work on that. 11 AC is terrible.
Nice, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took the attack. Perfect, so we'll move on to Doo with Trixie on deck.
Okay, well, let me see. All right, I am going to cast and concentrate on Flame Blade. And I'll use my action to attack the closest one to 13.
All right, 13 to hit. The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, yeah, actually, that one couldn't move because it was stuck. Oh, well, we'll say that's this one.
No.
Just so it makes sense, because, yeah, the other one would have rushed in,
okay.
yeah. My apologies. I forgot that I had the marker on there, but doesn't matter. Same thing, still hit. 13 will hit.
All right, that's 15 fire damage.
It is obliterated. You stab right through wherever you want to stab through it.
I think it'd just be like a straight slash from the top and just kind of burn him to a crisp.
All right, hell yeah. Any bonuses?
The bonus action was the cast.
Awesome, and then the attack.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Any movement?
No, I think I'll stay where I'm.
All right, Trixie, you are up.
Can I still see the big multi-hand monster that's down at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah. And then you have 1,000,000 range, so it's, yeah.
My range is 600 feet with the longbow, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not under full cover, so you have full attack.
Yeah. How does it look? I think you said it was.
It's
Was
looking
it
pretty
bloody?
rough.
No, that was something else. It was looking pretty rough.
Yeah. Taking a good bit of damage. Trixie to do her thing as you see the red eye peeking in from above, starting to come into the dream. Just chuckle looking down at
We're
the
gonna go
spectacle.
ahead. We're gonna go ahead and bonus action fighting spirit.
You feel the soaring. You know, go back to your training. Your upbringing in the Feywild has brought you into a fighting machine.
We're gonna take 2 shots at the soul shaker because I'm tired of that thing.
Mm-hmm. You don't even want to give it a chance.
Jeez.
24 and 25.
Hit, and a crit. So there was...
Okay, the first one is a 17 piercing.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll that 2.
Mm-hmm.
Turns into a 5, so that becomes a 20 piercing.
So...
Keepers creepers, Trixie.
Roll that 1.
Yeah, I can only do it once per turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it was like, I got my added damage.
6 plus
Yeah, no
13,
kidding.
29.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
So 49.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, the thing is looking very fucked up and well past bloodied now.
I feel like we still have to fight something. I don't want to take an action surge yet.
Well, there's a bunch of monsters around us.
There's also that. You're right. I should probably take out some of these creatures.
I mean, I have some area attacks that I'm gonna end up doing here in a minute. I mean, I can at least do one more of those. Stupid.
See, I guess that's the issue. The fighting spirits come back, I think, on long rests, but my action surges come back on short rests. So it's one of those things where I'm trying to do like the likelihood of getting a short rest, and I don't find it very likely.
I'm hoping
But,
we wake up rested after this.
Well, the other issue is that like I'm pretty sure I don't need advantage to hit any one of these things in particular,
Mhm.
and but I nat one and I miss a lot, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna save my action surge. I'm gonna end turn there.
All right. You take a pause, catch your breath. The ghoul move in, and it's gonna scramble over and make an attack at Aljin.
Yeah.
With the claws. 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
7 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And make a con saving throw. And I will remind you the rules of the Astral Plane.
Mm-hmm. 11.
You are not
con save.
paralyzed.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
That is really bad when you get swarmed.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is the ghoul's turn because there's the only one. We're going to move on to the zombies, who use all 40 of their dash to get to 20 feet that it takes to get up to you.
That's great.
Oh boy.
That's great. I love this. I love this for them.
Alright, yeah. That's what zombies do. And this one is already up in there, so that is their turn. Oh, wait, this one comes in. And from the back, and it starts to climb in, and it's going to take a bite over on Mox.
Wow. That's
An advantage because he's sleeping, and it rolls the same exact thing twice in a row, literally. That's
I believe
really
an
funny.
18 would hit Mox, but let me get his character sheet.
I already
back up.
got it.
Oh, you got it up?
Yep.
Alright, you can control.
But this
whatnot.
was from the night before, so
Yeah,
it's being
yeah,
tracked and thing.
understandable.
This is the psychic damage he took when you woke up.
Makes sense.
But you see, you can't let too many of those happen.
Yeah, no.
It's definitely more of a scale. And that is the zombie's turn. Hand. It's there. Aljin, here you go.
It's there.
It's like, okay, imagine a mass of hands like that are tied together like a rat king, and they are sprinting at you like a Z zombie of the dead or whatever. Full like 28 days later, zombies sprinting across it.
Yeah. Yeah, those are. Yeah, that's terrible. We're on top of this building. Like I can see out
Yeah.
around us all.
Pretty
Okay.
good range, yeah, pretty good.
Man, I don't like any of this. Okay. All of this kind of sucks. I'm getting Mox out. I'm gonna grab Mox, and I'm gonna thunderstep. Not very far. Just this creature's pretty much gone, so I can go over top of him. I'm gonna thunderstep us right here, but this creature, everything within 5 feet, which would be the 4 here,
Three
and the 4 that was right
zombies,
next
cool.
to us, yeah, are gonna need to take a Constitution saving throw.
I'll fail.
DC 17. All right, they're taking 14 points of thunder damage, which are probably all.
Is it half on save or none?
Let me look real quick. Or half as much.
Okay, cool. So 14, 12.
Mm-hmm.
They're still up, but really fucked up. Zombies are a little bit more hardy than skeletons, but they don't go as far.
Still have a
But this thing
bonus
takes,
action,
so that's down to
which allows me to. I'm gonna strike this one right next to Dudu with the thunder sphere, or with the storm sphere. So as long as it's within 60 feet of the center. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah. Pretty sure you'd have to roll minimum damage to not kill it. And I'm gonna put that out there.
9. Well,
That's
9.
enough.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, we're getting swarmed pretty good. This is less fun now. As you see, like a 300 feet, you can hear this thunderclap as Aljin and Mox teleport, and then a lightning strike right next to you, Dudu.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
Alright. It will be skeleton surged. As this one down here is going to take a shot at Aljin. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
8 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This one.
You see his form flicker a little bit as he's not doing great.
Alright, this one over here is going to aim at Dudu. 8.
I had a Constitution.
8
there.
will miss.
Oh yeah, definitely misses. So 1 tool. This one back here will shoot at Dudu. 11 will miss.
Yep.
And then this one up over here will shoot at Trixie. 12 will miss.
No, thank you.
And that is all the ones because the other one's dead. And let me make sure I count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Alright, Dudu, you're up.
Okay, I will upcast a 3rd level a healing word targeting Aljin.
Thank you.
Yep. It's the rules of a horde
Great roll.
battle are very different when you can't go down at all.
Yeah. When you're like, oh, I'll just drop down, no problem. Someone get me back up. But no.
Nickels and dimes the whole way.
Oh, jeez.
I will step up and use the action to attack with the flame blade.
Oh yeah. Good combos.
18
will
to
hit on the ghoul.
9 fire damage. Ooh, bad.
Alright, let me double check a thing. Alright. That will take 9 damage. Still up, but looking pretty weak.
Alright, that's end turn.
Alright, Trixie.
Trixie has this guy that's right directly on her to the south, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's gonna go away now. We're gonna take some shots. These are going to be regular longbow shots at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because this point is just more important to hit.
Yeah. Minimum damage still is easy on minions.
Nat 1'd it. It's 11.
All right, that will miss.
Barely.
Barely.
That would have hit the zombies.
All right, 16
16 to
hit.
hit.
Yeah, you see this zombie nice and hardy, so you take
That's
a good
10.
chunk. It's pretty bloodied after that one shot.
Action surge.
Yeah, just do it.
Yep. Yeah, it's the pressure. They're small, very low CR creatures, but they just kept getting closer and closer, and now the swarm is very threatening. All right, 17
11
will
piercing.
hit. All right, ooh, it is barely up. A whisper will take care of it.
13 to hit.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, with the 1 HP left, you hate to see it.
That exhausts Strixie immensely. Everyone can see her start to
Yeah.
uncharacteristically start sagging. You've seen her do this, but only when it's the very end of a battle, and it's not even close.
Yeah. There was one book series I used to read, Everworld or whatever, and they would go to a weird, fucked up alternate world basically, and the fairies that existed there would just be Gatling guns, but just they could just move and shoot so fast. It was just a blur of light that and they could just pincushion you with 10 before you could blink, and that's what I imagine Trixie as.
Pretty much, especially if she gets later levels,
Yeah.
It's the I believe at level 17,
Yeah.
she'd be doing 8 triple advantage sharpshooter shots
Yeah.
per round.
Insane.
Well, once you can do that at
Once.
17, you can do it once or twice a day or something like that.
Hell yeah. Well, that very effective. We move on to the one ghoul that is remaining. And it has Doo-Doo there in front of it. It is going to make its attack. Its claw. It's ripping in, finding a vulnerability with a 14 to hit.
That will miss.
Yeah, that's all it's got. And then it's gonna try and come circle around and get in between the both of you. Make up room for the other stuff. And that is the ghoul's turn. Now it is the zombies. Zombie. And we get swarmed this direction. So we're gonna start with farthest one over here on Doo-Doo. With a slam attack, 21 to hit.
That will hit.
For bludgeoning, the one from the north is gonna slam in. With a 10 to hit, will miss. This one over here is going to attack Aljin with a slam. That is a critical fail.
Oh, actually misses.
And then there's all of the zombies. And everything else has been getting melted. All right, this thing's pretty much trying to come back, and is still it's actually still in right here. And that will be its turn. Aljin, you're back.
Being swarmed by everything.
Yeah, this song is called Horde Breaker.
Guess you would. It would be it would have to be here. So, okay, well, I'm gonna cast. 'Cause that's all I do is cast spells. That's all I can
That's
do.
what sorcerers do,
is
baby.
Cast spells. Spellcast modifier 5. All right, my spellcast modifier is 5. I'm going to cast Freedom of Waves. My friends, so Mox, Trixie, and Dudu save on this automatically. They don't have to do anything other than stand there and they save. I'm gonna cast it there, which gets majority of the horde at us at this point, I believe. I don't think the other teams can see that. I'm gonna cast it right about here, 10 feet. Well, actually, let me look. Is it 10 foot? 15 foot radius. Oh, that's different. It's a 15 foot radius.
It's
So
like-
that's close to.
Yeah, we call it that.
So could I get the hand monster in it also? If I placed it correctly? Actually, no, what's more important, I think, is I think what's more important at 15 foot is the creatures around us, like that.
Okay, there perfectly.
Yeah, which would hit them, all the creatures around us. You guys feel this sort of a whirlpool from right under that zombie next to Dudu start spiraling up, and you sort of brace yourself, but you guys all pass that. I need everybody else to make, all the creatures that aren't my friends, to make a strength saving throw.
So I'll start with one by you. Strength saving.
Strength save, DC 17.
Another one by you. Sometimes it works whenever I roll it, sometimes it doesn't. Why? This is really silly. Alright, whatever. These
The
are
whirlpool
plus
effect
1.
is great.
So, fail.
Fail.
The green one
Next
above
one,
Dudu,
Dudu.
fail. And
Excellent.
then the one next to Dudu, it's plus 117.
So meets it, beats it, and then it even hits the one down here also, looks like.
Skeleton.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one succeeds. I'll mark it in the bottom one. Skeleton. Let's see if this will roll. Nope. So let's roll that with a plus 0, so fail.
Okay, so that one fails. So each creature in there makes it
And the ghoul.
throw. So everybody who failed, this is sort of the bummer part about the spell. Every creature that failed takes 2d8. I believe it's bludgeoning damage. And they are prone. If they passed, nothing happens. They don't go prone, and they don't take the damage.
Gotcha. The 2 zombies go down, and so does that skeleton.
Cool. The one next to Dudu. Oh, this guy here also. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this
he
one between
rolled a
us.
20 on his strength.
Oh, he rolled 20. So this one and this one are still up,
Yep.
and they still look okay.
Looking rough.
This is the ghoul. The ghoul is the one next to me,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the bad one.
All right. So he's going to get hit with my storm sphere attack for my bonus action.
Awesome, that spell's gone. Boom. Nice, good. That's good. It's melting them. It's getting rid of them.
10. That's only a 10 to hit with the storm sphere.
Crit fail.
Yeah. Crit fail.
All right.
Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, it's getting erratic. You're panicking. It's you just feel you're just trying to melt as many bodies as you possibly can.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the plan.
And that was your turn. Now it is the skeletons again. We're gonna start with this one, marching over at Trixie. Short bow at a distance. Crit fail.
Trixie's like yelling at people to shoot at her at this point. Like, come on!
Awesome. This one is over here. It's I'm gonna make a roll. Evens for Dudu. Odds because Trixie's odd.
God, because Trixie's on.
Fun.
That'll be a 6 to hit Dudu. On this one has a straight shot at Aljin
Yeah.
with a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 piercing.
He's like, 7 for you, no it misses. Ha 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 ha. How about you? No, that misses. Ha ha ha. 23. Sorcerer with no armor.
Hey, when they hit, they hit.
Yeah.
All right, Doo-Doo, you see there's still the skeletons shooting in from afar. You see your team just like getting battered. I imagine you're looking not that good right now as well.
I am not looking great, but I'm not looking bad. I'm gonna use my action to try and finish off the ghoul next to me with the flame blade.
Beautiful. Roll to hit.
Please kill that thing. That thing's just as scary as the arms, as the hands.
Positive that hits.
15.
Hit.
That'd be 8 more fire damage.
And it goes down. What does it look like as you drive this flame blade and finally get this thing off the battlefield?
I think this is a thrust to the chest, and the slow pull out kind of scorches and cauterizes the. For my bonus action, I am going to upcast to 4th level a healing word, targeting our dear Aljin.
Thank you. Good lord. Oh,
Such a good turn.
I am
18.
not meant to be in the center, and I'm always in the center.
We have one more spell
It's not the
slot, and
party
it's
comp for
really-
you, man.
No, this is not the party cover. Yeah, I need someone big and squishy in front of me.
All right, and then I'm actually going to move right here, I think.
Oh yeah. We will move on from that turn to Trixie. Got some skeletons remaining.
Yeah, I see 2 skeletons remaining. What looks like a zombie, but 3 skeletons remaining in a zombie. But mostly, I see that big guy with hands. And I know if he gets near us, he's going to obliterate us.
Mm-hmm. I gave us time. That's all I gave us.
Time is what we needed.
Yeah.
Fighting spirit. I keep
Amazing.
forgetting these give me temporary hit points. God damn it.
Very helpful.
5 temporary hit points. I could have been taking 5 damage off of, but whatever. Sharpshooter, triple advantage against the hands guy.
Bring it. Best part is I haven't looked at the Discord in a while, so I know there's just gonna be so many hand gifts.
That's another crit.
I think we're too terrified at this point to do any gifts.
Yeah, fair. All right. Well, the first one does damage alone for sure.
All right, so the first damage is going to be 33
Yeah.
magical piercing.
Boom, pins it to the ground. But what happens is as soon as you kill it and it gets pinned down to the ground, it explodes into a burst.
Ah, fuck.
But what it explodes into,
Our little hands. Oh, damn it. That's right.
At least he rolled minimum.
is that goes away. Boom, 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 boom. 6 hands appear.
Ah, and I guess my second longbow shot takes one of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that piercing damage.
Yeah, we'll just put them in the same space as the thing. Yeah, you obliterate one of them as it it pins
Oh
the
yeah,
one
that goes up to a
space.
20.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
the one that was in its space that it formed into. But yeah, you just see them all burst and they all start scurrying around, very Addams Family style.
Hey Aljin, you want to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, that'd be great, except I don't know.
Fuck, I used my
I
bonus
can't.
action. I can't send you anywhere.
You just see your chick, you just laugh, man. You're like, what's a bonus action?
Fuck, they have advantage on mocks. Aljin's nearly dead. Trixie is gonna go full tank mode. Come at me!
Oh, jeez.
Amazing. You just throw yourself at the hands.
Oh no, not Mr. Hands!
All right, that'll be your turn. Ghoul is
Yeah.
dead. There's one zombie left. It sees Doo-Doo. It's gonna try and get you. 15 to hit.
A 15 will miss.
All right.
Jeez.
And then we'll move on to the hands. And they're gonna swarm Trixie. Your ploy works. You're gonna get 5 attacks on you. Miss.
Fuck.
20 to hit. For 4.
20 hits, 18 hits, 23 hits.
So 9 plus 8, 17 damage.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah. And that is that. Now it'll be Aljin's turn.
See, this is why you have to remember to have the 5-10 hit points. Come on.
Yeah,
It adds up.
exactly. This is. There's so much. There's so much. I hate all of this. And now they're in the way. There. I don't want to do that. I don't know. Analysis by paralysis at this point. Or paralysis by analysis. Trying to figure out what to do.
Even more minions.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't need more minions. That's the one thing we didn't need. Jeez. I only have big spells, like big hurt a lot of things spells, and I can't do that because Trixie's in the way there.
Fuck it, kill me!
No. The best part is the one thing I could have used to save you. Like I could binding ice you, but I don't want to binding ice you, and I don't have careful. I had careful. I don't have careful anymore.
Yeah. You see the skeletons rounding in, but
Yeah, no skeleton's gonna jack me up. What is? I don't even know what the problem is at this point. Everything's the problem at this point. This is the skeleton here. Has been shooting me, and then there's a skeleton here.
Yep. And then one way all the way back here. They have a really long range.
And what's this thing here? Over here?
Yeah, it's just been a thing that's been there, just making noise.
Just making noise. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
All right.
Starts eating in the remains of the hand.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. All right. I'm gonna just. Fuck. Just swear under my breath. I'm gonna ice knife this one here. This bind up because I, at this point, just need to do something,
Yep.
and everything's scaring me. So
Do you
I'm
have to
ice knife.
sit right there to do it?
I don't have to. I can come over this way.
Oh, actually, I was about to say that might do it a heck of a lot. I thought they moved around us. That
Yeah, I moved around you. I mean, I'll hit that one. So
14 with the skeleton.
14. So there's no other creature around within 5 feet.
Foot is
I
it,
don't
or a 10
think.
foot?
5 foot. So there's no other creature within 5 foot of it to really make a concern about. 14. That seems odd.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the
yeah, so-
piercing and the cold total.
Oh, it's doing it all together. So,
So it's 6 piercing to the creature.
6 piercing to the creature.
Is it cold
yeah.
to the creature as well, or just the creatures around it?
Sorry, I rolled again. Hold on. It just takes the 6 points of piercing damage for that hit, and I'm assuming it's still up at this point.
Yeah.
Is this creature like looking hurt pretty bad?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that one with my lightning bolt.
Thunder.
Man, things are rolling funny. That hits. It takes 2d6, which it rolled a bunch of d6. Oh, it's 4. For 8 points of thunder damage to the zombie up there.
8 is exactly enough to kill it.
Excellent.
As the blast, you just feel, that surge of lightning that's sending magic lance out and kill it. It's a
Okay, we're getting close, guys.
battlefield of
Getting
red
tired.
X's.
Aljin says that Trixie.
Yeah.
All right, now be your turn.
3 spell slots left.
All right, it'll be Skeleton's turn. One shot at Doo-Doo. 13 to hit. We'll do one
13 misses.
shot at Aljin from the one from
Yeah.
below. 23 to hit for 4.
Yeah, it hits.
And then this one that's frozen is going to shoot at Trixie. 9 will miss.
No thanks.
And we'll move on.
Every time he hits me, and you guys are just skating by.
Yeah. What's funny is that they're shooting me with stuff that would miss you.
yeah, I know.
And then, the ones that really would hit everyone, but it's the one that you get hit with.
Yeah, just hit me every
All
time.
right, Doo-Doo, back up to you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my last spell slot, and it's a first level spell slot for Healing Word on Aljin.
I'm up to 22. I mean, if you're looking worse than me or someone else, I'm half my.
I have almost double that.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm at 14.
Or if you have any other spell that would do damage.
Okay, maybe this should go to Trixie instead.
Yeah, go to Trixie. You did the last one. Did a great job on
Yeah, you
healing.
can,
We're sort of.
You'll have to. Oh, that healing word, nice. Yeah, first 7 level.
Yeah, Healing Word.
7 healing. That's bonus action, and then what's your action?
And then I will move up and hit the skeleton nearby me with the flame.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Yeah. You see, it's like on that level, like down there, and it's right there within range. Very easy to hit. $16 will hit it. Roll for damage.
7-5.
Will be enough to kill it. It had been the one damaged in the storm sphere earlier before. And you seeing all these little damages adding up. That is action, bonus, movement. Anything else?
Nope, that's everything.
Trixie.
Trixie is screaming and now will fire wildly into the 5 remaining hands.
Reckless abandon.
Get out of
I'm going to reckless attack to give me advantage.
on my bow shots.
Does that work?
No, on my javelins. Ah!
Ah,
I will say, who has that red ring?
It's on one of my arrows. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to use it?
No, I'm not insane. Saving that for the fucking moon, y'all. This is a disadvantage. I'm firing 2 shots. It's just gonna go at random hands.
Mm-hmm.
16 and 28.
2 you want to kill?
Preferably the 2 between me and Aljin.
Say there's a minimum damage. I think they have like 3 hit points.
9 and hold on a second.
Yeah, crawling claws have 2 hit points.
Yeah.
Say
Oh,
that
okay.
5
It's not
hit
even worth re-rolling then. Just pop.
Yeah. Crawling claw. You killed the crawling claws.
Yeah, and then Trixie's just like ah. It's still just like swinging wildly. It's like
Killed the
screaming
crawling
at his
claws
hands.
with your crossbow bolts.
Long arrows.
Damn it. Never mind. Amazing. But yeah, good good work. Ghoul's dead, zombie's dead. Hands? Hands on Trixie. Claw, claw, claw.
Ah!
Get your
17 hits.
paws off me. 2 bludgeoning.
17 hits, 7 misses, 14 misses.
All right, so 2 bludgeoning or slashing. Doesn't matter. And that will be back to Aljin. You got a few foes left. It is pretty much in the wrap-up phase, but what choices to be made?
Mm-hmm. Seeing Trixie looks beat up. Seeing Trixie and Mox, I'm going to use my last 2nd level spell, and I'm going to. I think just enough to twin again. I do to twin. To twin my last vortex warp to get them both back here away from those hands. And B, hopefully many shooting things, but get him if they fail their save, which I'm sure they will. As the wave sort of crawls up against you, and you get pushed back where Mox is to there. And that's my action is to get them out of harm's way. Casting that spell allows me to move 5 feet back or 10 feet back without provoking opportunity attacks. And then I'm going to hit this archer with with another bolt
Lightning
from
bolt.
the storm sphere.
Things done work.
I think it's done work. 13 to hit. And it will do. Oh wait, what is it?
So it's just the 2d6, yeah.
4d6.
Oh, it's a full 4d6?
Yeah, it's a 4d6. So 12 plus 4, so 16 because of my
12
ability.
Will do it.
And then 5, 10, 15. Come back here a little further away. Actually, right there.
You're stepping
a little further
over
away
piles
from
of
everything else.
bodies now.
His bodies, yeah. And that's it.
Roof is slippery as the river runs with the blood. And the skeleton, there's one last one here. It's taking a look around. And it says, Doo-doo, one last shot.
All right. I think I will do a produce flame from here.
I think it's trying to hit you.
You're going to get shot with the crossbow bolt first. Or a short bow
Oh,
for
shit. Hell yeah.
7 piercing damage.
That'll hit.
And you see it looking over at you down here. As it eyes you up and remains in the distance. And that's the last skeleton.
All right. I need a I need a concentration check real quick. Okay, I lost the flame blade. So produce flame it is.
Yeah. Cantrip, is that an attack hit or a dex roll?
This is an attack roll.
12 will miss the skeleton.
Oh no, so that's the turn. I'm not moving.
Alright, Trixie.
I'm no longer at disadvantage on these things.
Time to go
I'm firing at the hands. They are numerous enough to actually end us, so.
Yeah. Chip damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for me to miss them at one point.
Yeah.
Doo-doo has done some work. The healing has all gone really good.
27 and 14.
Hit. You're doing the hands?
Yeah, just firing at the hands. You can pick 2 at random. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's great.
Tactical sense. All right. Anything else?
No.
Right, this hand does not have that much movement. I am positive. Yep. That's all of it. Has 20-foot climb. So it's been able to climb up there, and I think it's going to take 1 attack at Aljin. 20 to hit for 2 slashing.
Yeah.
It rips at your pant leg. And
Ow,
that
what
is...
are you doing?
Yeah, pathetic. All right, your turn. It literally is like the Addams Family.
All right. See, 60 feet. Do I have 60 feet on this stupid? That's 60 feet at disadvantage too, which is even worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start off by using my bonus action to to storm sphere, lightning bolt the creature, the hand beside me. Please hit
Beautiful.
this stupid thing.
I mean,
14 to
there's only
hit.
one way to miss. Yeah, 14 hits.
Okay.
And minimum damage.
4d6. I'm sure.
Roll
which
all
does a
ones
little
and still
bit of
kill it.
damage. Yeah, so 13 points, so hits that. So that thing's dead. And that was my bonus action because
Yep.
of things.
Yeah, skeleton. And you see it's knocking another bow. It's trying to get one more round in.
Yeah.
Can
I
you end
know.
it?
Good question. I don't think.
It looks untouched and it cackles a grin at you.
Untouched. I hate that. I'm
You see
gonna
its
use a sorcery
eyes
point
begin to
to
glow
turn-
red.
to turn this firebolt into a lightning bolt. That's not. It's just a cantrip firebolt that I
Reflavored.
transmuted into a
Mhm.
into a lightning attack. A 20 to hit.
Hits.
Because if I can hit with lightning damage, I can at least add the 4 extra points to it. 8 plus 4, 12.
Yeah.
12 points
it-
of lightning damage.
Does it need to be the first or level or higher for that to work?
Oh, good question. It probably
But you said
does.
last. I can remember. Let me know.
Let me find it. Yeah, first level or higher.
So no worries. You take a good chunk out of it. It is barely alive, but in that is gonna shoot a bullet at retaliation. Are you making any movement?
No,
23 to hit.
of course it does.
It's
fine.
you every single time.
It's hit with above 20 most times at this
Every
point,
Yeah,
time.
well,
which is
I
just
mean-
statistically not fair.
I mean, I'm AC 11.
Well,
Statistically,
but
you're gonna
it
hit me.
always hits you over 20.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
always-
hit them so many times, and then every time it hits you over 20.
It's over 20.
Oh, it's so good. All right, 6 piercing damage. Do. End this. Put us out of our misery.
All right, we're gonna give it another little try here. Produce flame. Once again. 20.
Will hit.
All right. 5 fire.
Exactly enough damage.
Ugh.
Immolated the skeleton. It does not explode into smaller skeletons. Although, who can trust anything anymore in this fucked up dream realm? As the red eye, it begins to glow like an ember, and then it fully lights up like the eye of a moon looking down at you. And it's laughing at you as it fully forms in, and now you all see the scene, and you see Aljin, you see Morgen, and Ludo and Saeryn and Mox all now in that lair, a sandy pit, and almost as if like looking back at you like through a dream, you see the raven Jacqueline, Morgan's bird that the feather came off of, and he like looks back at you and he says, "Oh, what up, bro? Find us some girls lair. Where you been?" And then the dream disappears out and you see that eye red. And Trixie, you see that moon come to life staring down at you. What do?
Knock an arrow and draw.
All right, make their attacks.
You got a special arrow for this?
I have a +2 arrow, yeah, I do.
Oh.
Actually, I have the ruidium arrow. I think I'm going to fire the ruidium arrow at this giant eye.
It's such the good bad idea.
Make that attack roll with advantage.
Which immediately puts it at triple advantage. Yay, elven accuracy.
We'll allow it.
I'm not even going to sharpshooter this. I'm just going to try to get the ruidium ring into this thing. It
You
just
don't-
maximum chances.
You don't even know how far away or where it is, but you know you can shoot the moon if you really try. If
You know,
really
I
dream.
nearly got a crit on that.
25 will do.
12 magical piercing with the ruidium ring around the shaft.
Go ahead, roll an extra 4d6. Careful.
That's a 1-6. Yeah. Well, actually, I could
Do
re-roll that one if it's extra piercing. Yeah.
Oh
And an eruption of hellfire.
That's 20.
That is something else's problem to deal with on a later day. As you pull that ruidium arrow out, you knock it and you aim for the moon. And as it's flying up, it turns into an imp that cackles and goes to latch onto the eyeball. And it says, "Daddy's home!" Whoosh! And as that happens, the stream is dispelled, and you are kicked back to Solomon's shop.
Where did that imp come from?
Oh,
Do you
no.
think it was your quiver?
Does your quiver produce imps? It produces snakes and demons, and small demons.
Snakes and imps and oh man, what else does this thing do?
And Solomon's just like, "Oh, what? Oh, you guys are back. Oh, wow. Oh, what? You holy crap, you survived. The messages stopped coming through after a while, apparently.
Did you try again? We had
Yeah,
the
I tried
one.
a few times.
Oh, that's not good. We had the one.
Yeah, I thought you were dead. So, mission successful?
Kind. This is a good
Trixie gets
question.
immediately up into his face and just like leering like the craziest like Eladrin like fairy eyes anyone's ever seen. Just has him like nose to nose and goes, "I shot the moon."
Oh, so it was fantastic. And you see, like, as like those silver cords that tether fades back out of you, and like it's like a lava lamp in reverse as it flows back into the cauldron, as it begins to simmer back into a regular liquid once more. And he gives it like a nice big stir, and he says, "Well, that sounds like an amazing story."
Had a big day today.
So,
Trixie. You've had a couple badges and you shot the moon.
Real badges, and I think it looked pretty much like the real moon.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna go find some more arrows now, and I'm gonna hunt down more arrows.
yeah. Did you learn anything? Is there any enlightenment?
Now, my friends are alive, which is good. I think I know where to find them. Jaquin told me a location, right?
Yeah,
Or at
Fulgur's
least
lair.
a statement, which I don't know what that means. I need to find Volgra's lair, I think, and I have no clue what that means.
Ooh, let me see. And he'll make a Arcana check and roll a 7 on the die. Well, he says, well, that sounds, the lair. It has to be some sort of creature, right? Maybe the library or something will know.
I think we gotta go back there. And do you still have the key there, Dudu?
Key.
Yeah, I still have that key.
Oh, and you pull it out of your pocket, and it's still glowing that teal light.
Oh, and I'll pull out the arrow that I got.
And that wood sprig arrow is there as well.
Well, it's
That
midnight. I don't know
Ruidium
if
arrow is gone.
Oh, my arrow's gone?
The ruidium arrow is gone.
Yeah, I deleted that. That's
Okay.
gone.
Yep. But the wood one that the little like sprig of wood that you pulled out of the
Yeah.
book that is there. That is it's formed into like a full solid thing.
Finally found out something books are useful for.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to get back to the library, but I don't know if we can do it in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well, there's only probably only 5 or 6 attendants there right now, so yeah, they probably should go in the morning. You know, nerds and they're studying. Well, glad that the ritual is good. And here, and he goes and he like clicks his fingers, and like the liquid of the cauldron changes color into like a different viscosity. He starts to stir it up. He's like, here, and he starts to dole out like basically like some healing potions.
Well, that would be fantastic.
Yep. So 44 plus 4, so I added 12 hit points for now. And he says, yeah, well, I'm glad that you made it back alive. This is nice and well, and you now have some things to look forward to. Hell yeah, that's that's settled.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah, I'm glad this thing worked. And he like kind of like lightly like kicks the cauldron, and he's just like, I'll have to tell you sometime about the story of how I won it from a hag in the Feywild. I think her name was Morgen, like the Fate Stitcher or something. She said it was going to come in handy one day.
Interesting.
Can I roll a history check?
Yeah.
Would you believe I'm not proficient in history? 13. Does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, it's a very fearsome hag that deals in wild fates in the Feywild. But one thing is like getting thinking back to the Feywild and like the Fate Stitcher, you kind of always like stayed away from that. But you remember hearing about them with the name Morgen because one time, say, how long ago do you think Trixie had come to the Prime Material Plane?
Oh, I don't actually think it was terribly long ago. I think she's fairly fresh to it. But she was in the favorite for a couple centuries, probably.
Yeah.
And I probably like 30 years in the prime material.
30 years or so? Hell yeah. Because it'll say you remember one time you met a satyr who was helping like bring people back and forth. This like elderly satyr woman who was like helping maintain the gates like that the Fae would travel from. And you remember that they were the one that told you about Morgen. They told you they made a good lucky deal. They had said they made sure that their child was always going to be born with luck. And they weren't going to be born in the Fae realm under a red moon if they could help it. Which, you know, it was a bunch of nonsense to you at the time. But
What? Oh, I guess that would probably put me. That would put her, Trixie. At some point, the moon showed up.
mm-hmm.
Within that was like the last 100 years. Not sure if Trixie would have cared or noticed.
Yeah. And you can't remember if this was like before, you know, like what time, yeah, like how long and when.
Time is like kind of a weird soup.
Exactly. But you just, yeah, have that's how you heard of they said they made a deal with the Fate Stitcher Morgen and found a way out.
Huh. Nice cauldron.
And I think with that, we'll call that a successful mission, a successful ritual into the Astral Sea. And you all have some time. You can either do some research in the next few days. You can figure out if you want to go rushing out or wait around till you get the next mission. Got the grand tournament in about a week. Many questions, many research, many decisions to be made. But all of that will happen next time. Hopefully with the full party. Hopefully against the fight against the Red Moon. See, you know, it makes sense. You guys went and you went through the dreams and helped, you know, guide everyone through and, you know, protect Max from succumbing to the dream too much. And, you know, it makes sense. The timeline is totally
cool.
accurate.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
Whew. All right. Thank you for watching Call of Netherdeep. Like and subscribe. Still doing it.